Good job today, man. It's one at a time, and we'll get the job done. Y'all know what to say. On three. 1, 2, 3.
And the home of the Jets.
Mr. Prime Time.
Come full circle, dude. We're back to being a good practice team. I can't believe we're here.
Bro, we got a lot to discuss tonight.
Ooh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I cannot believe we're
at
here.
least you weren't there. I was envious of you. At least you were at a concert, enjoying life, having some drinks. I'm still trying to get my voice back, not from cheering like I was week 1 in Buffalo, but from screaming to get Zach Wilson out of the fucking game. But let's talk about it.
You know what it is? I mean, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for all the fans that travel. We got messages of people that travel from all across the country to come in for that game. You're sitting in bad weather, rainy, cold, whatever, and you're watching horrendous football. And it's like what? First of all, I want to thank everybody for watching our videos and hanging out with us, because the worst thing is when your team sucks. A lot of times, the last thing you want to do is watch more content or listen to people complain and bitch and moan. So, thank you for actually joining us and watching all our stuff. But I just feel bad as fans because here we are again. We're battered, we're bruised, we're demoralized, we're down. We have more questions than answers. And it's like you just feel like it's a gut punch, dude. And it's week 3. So what we can do is
and prices went up, dude. They increased prices. They had some people sign multi-year agreements because of Aaron Rodgers being here. And we're watching the same goddamn product that we watched last year.
Yeah, no, it's bad. And I saw like a freaking season ticket commercial came on today. I'm like, dude, if you're the Jets, take away all the commercials. Stop. Even Woody Johnson, stop with your tweets, bro. It's all about timing here, right? So we'll go through the timeline of all this because we did preview videos. We kind of think going into the game what we expected. So the first thing that happened as we go into this game was Dwayne Brown. Not only was he not playing, all right, maybe he's gonna miss a day. He goes on the IR for 4 weeks. So I'm going to preface this stream by telling everybody now, I'm going to come off ridiculously negative to every facet of this organization tonight. And if you do not like that, I apologize. You might as well just tune out right now or turn it off. I genuinely don't care. Here's the problem I have, Prime Time. We're going to go piece by piece tonight. This is how much venom I have in my body.
We're going to start with the O-line, though? All right,
yeah, because it's the timeline of going into the game and the expectations. So you go into the game, Dwayne Brown. Now, this is the same Dwayne Brown that the Jets banked on. That was their left tackle the entire time. They wanted Orlando Brown, didn't work out. They told us, Dwayne Brown's our guy. Don't worry about it. Don't need practice. We have a lot of confidence in him. The dude missed all of training camp. He made the final 2 weeks. Boom, plug and play starter. And I'm convinced he was hurt in Dallas, dude. I'm convinced he was hurt, dude. I'm just convinced he was hurt, right? Like, do you think?
Yeah.
Right? He was terrible. So I think I hurt there. Then he's out. He's out 4 weeks. So now you're already scrambling now. Now you got to figure out. So I'm like, all right, what are they going to do? But the Jets surprised us. They actually did something that made sense. They put AVT at right tackle, which is why we both said, you know what? At some point, put him there. That's probably your best bet. They put Becton at left tackle, his natural spot. Easy transition there. No Billy Turner. Great job with that. And you got Tippmann in the game, which, you know what? 2nd round pick. Maybe get him on the field a little bit. We need some little fire to energy. So going into the game, I'm like, offensive line, you changed 3 spots, but they're good players. There may be some gelling issues, but I'm like, you know what? I like this offensive line. I felt a little bit better about it, at least.
I thought you were going to go off on the offensive line. I was going to say there's a lot of other issues that we could start blaming. But this
is before the game.
Yeah, I'm still raging. But yeah, I mean, going into the game, the only thing that I think was a concern was, like you said, the continuity, the fact that these guys haven't really played together at all. You have 3 new starters in different positions. That was the only thing I didn't like. But having Becton at left tackle, AVT at right tackle, and finally getting your 2nd round pick into there, I thought that made plenty of sense. And I actually thought they did a decent job, but we'll get into that according to your timeline.
Yeah. So I'm just saying with how we go. So now you go into the game, and the way you look at it is the blueprint to defend the Jets is very easy. Stop the run and force Zach Wilson to beat you. So that's the plan. It's no secret because Zach has not proven that he can do that. And that's where we go into the game. And, bro, I can't take anymore. I literally, and we're not even going to Zach yet. Let's just go into the offensive line and the play calling. The one thing you want to do is set up your quarterback that you know is already struggling in his head and overwhelmed and probably shouldn't be on the field anyway. Put him in a position to succeed. Run, third and long pass ain't it, dude. Like, it was predictable. Tony Romo's calling it. Dude, I'm God knows how many beers deep in the bar. I'm calling it. I'm like, oh, running play here, running play.
Patriots fan behind me was calling it too.
Bro, the guy sitting next to me, he's like, bro, are you a coach or something? And I'm like, why? He's like, you're calling every play. Dude, I've been saying this for years. Like, you could change the names, you could change the coordinators, change the coach. It's the same thing every damn time. The same thing we saw last year. Dude, the play calling, how do you not get Hardman involved? How do you not get Gibson involved? How do you not get Rucker involved? How do you not do something different? And I'm going to tell you why they're not doing anything different. You know what changed? They changed Mike LaFleur to Nathaniel Hackett, right? Yep. Same goddamn offense. You know the common denominator? The quarterback.
Same goddamn quarterback.
It's the coach, dude. This is Saleh telling Hackett, reel it in, keep it conservative. You know why? Saleh has no faith in this kid because he knows he can't play football. So he's like, you know what? I'm being forced to play him because we have no backup because Tim Boyle is worthless. So don't lose the game, kid. Just don't lose it. Don't win it, but don't lose it. And that's how Hackett's trying to call plays.
I agree to an extent. I think the play calling could have been a little bit better. But at the end of the day, when you start watching the tape and you see receivers that are running open, you see a quarterback with 3 to 4 seconds to throw the football, I can't start blaming the play caller. I can't start blaming the offensive line for not doing their job because they're handcuffed by their quarterback. I said it last week. Everything trickles down from your quarterback. It's easy to defend as a defense when you're not scared of the opposing quarterback, when you don't have a vertical threat. They don't take any chances. So yes, from that perspective, not forcing him to just try to air a few out to Hardman, get Gibson involved in the game. Where was Ruckert? Like, I'm more upset at the personnel than the play calling because there were plays there to be made that he left on the field. And that's what bothers me more than anything. So how exactly do you call a game as a play caller when every time somebody's open, your quarterback's not seeing it, he's holding on to it too long, he's falling to the ground when nobody fucking touches him? Like, what are you supposed to do as a play caller?
Yeah,
kind of what the coach is doing. Play not to lose. Try to hope that your defense saves you. It's a shitty mindset to have, but what else do you do? Because you have nobody else, because your GM screwed up.
No, there's so many levels to this. So I knew they couldn't run the ball. Like, I'm not surprised. Belichick's smart. Like, he's not stupid. Stop the run. And the Jets are going to keep trying to run the ball. He couldn't do it. And then see if Zach can beat you. He can't. The play calling's bad. And it's like, you're sitting here, and it was just like last year, dude. I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is like the Patriot game last year. The same exact thing. Change the names, change the players, same exact results to this quarterback. How in the fuck does Saleh go into the locker room at halftime, look his team in the face and say, you know what? Zach's coming back out. Like, there's no way, dude. There is no way that you do that. And you bring him back out, and it's just like, it's just the grossest football. He has one nice drive that everybody's trying to hold their hat on, which is embarrassing because it's already too late. The damage is already done at that point.
That's the bar now. One good drive. Good drive, and we'll talk about that all week.
Yeah, but that's it.
The bar for him.
And it's like you look at it, and then fundamentally he's overwhelmed. He's not an NFL quarterback. He's just not, dude. And this isn't like, listen, Zach's a good kid. I was hoping he came out with some fire and, like, you know what? I'd rather see him be pissed off, angry, and throw 3 interceptions than look like a worthless robot. Doesn't know what he's even doing out there. He doesn't trust his eyes, doesn't trust his legs, doesn't know. He can't read a defense.
No.
He literally can't read a defense, dude. And they're keeping him out there. And you're like, what are we doing? Like, this team, like solid lies all the time. This team is not playing to win. They're not playing to win, dude. They're playing to not lose. And that is an enormous problem. And that problem goes deeper. But dude,
both sides of the ball.
The problem goes deeper, though. The problem goes deeper because if you know you're doing this because you don't have a backup quarterback in the building that you could have signed 2 fucking weeks ago and you didn't do that,
that's on Joe.
That is incompetence on Joe Douglas, dude. I'm gonna go on a rant.
Dude, it gets even better though. They had to rewrite the offense for Zach Wilson. So he's their number 2 quarterback, knowing that they have to do a completely different offense to fit whatever it is that he does well. They don't even have somebody in place that apparently knows the system well enough to play. So why the fuck is Boyle on the roster?
Bro, it makes no sense. If you're scared to play Tim Boyle, he shouldn't be on the team. But the other thing is, if you watch all across the NFL, Joe Burrow gets banged up, the Bengals go sign a quarterback. Guys get banged up. Yep. Guys go sign quarterback. Every other team is signing quarterbacks with the Jets. Why is that? Is Joe Douglas that fucking arrogant that he's like, you know what? It's Zach and Tim Boyle. These are our guys, and that's it? You're one injury away from Tim Boyle and Randall Cobb being your quarterback. That's what you want to do? And this is where Salah's words come back to bite him in the ass. Because after Rodgers' injury, he said, if we sign somebody today, he can't play right away. It's going to be a couple weeks. Here you go, bozo. If you sign somebody that day, that fucking Tuesday, dude, that Tuesday, guess what? He could play Sunday. If you sign Wentz that day, he could play this Sunday, dude. Literally this Sunday.
Baker Mayfield started a game after how many days with the Rams last year? You're telling me if they signed somebody on Tuesday, they couldn't have at least been ready to take over that game at halftime?
It should have been done 2 weeks ago. It should. There's no reason to be waiting.
It should have been done over the summer.
But we were on that. Anybody that watched this show, dude, we said it over and over and over. We said that over and over and over. But all right, so Joe Douglas, he screwed the pooch in the summertime. He screwed the pooch in the summertime. But now he's doubling down on his mistake. Literally doubling down on it, dude. How do you
Thank you, John.
Oh, bro. Dude. John, you're crazy, dude. You're crazy, dude. That's just thank you, man. That's
Appreciate
just
you,
crazy.
Man.
But
dude, they are literally rewriting the book though on how to completely ruin a young quarterback. They had the right mindset. They had the right mindset, trying to maybe have him as QB3 by signing a vet, but it's somebody clearly that's not good enough to play. So now you're forcing him into action when he's clearly not ready. Everybody sees it. By every metric, he's the worst quarterback in football, and you're going to continue to run him out there while the locker room realizes what's going on. They see through this shit. Bro, they know he's holding them back.
They made the decision in the offseason to have Zach the backup quarterback, which was your first mistake, right? Now they watch him play, and he's terrible. And they're saying, this is okay. This is fine. To the point where Saleh in his press conference says, Tim Boyle's not getting first-string reps. Are you out of your fucking mind? Is there an ounce of accountability anywhere? The first thing you do, this coach is in over his head too. I'm so done with Saleh and his bullshit. You know what he was? In Hard Knocks, he was this big pit bull, cursing, fuck this and fuck that, and let's go.
It was all show for the cameras.
He's a baby puppy, dude. He's a baby puppy in his cage that doesn't know what he's doing. He's wet in his bed right now is what he's doing because he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to coach. He doesn't know how to hold people accountable. There's no way, dude. There's no way you look at the media and then he says, and I watched this press conference probably 1 o'clock in the morning last night, dude. And he says,
did you watch today?
Today was even worse. But last night, you watched some of the worst football you've ever seen in your entire life, which is saying a lot because we watch a lot of bad football for years now. We're experts at bad quarterback play. Well, Zach's pocket presence got better. Zach's accuracy got better. Bro, he stood in the pocket and fell down. He was taking sack 4 seconds. He didn't know what to even do. And Saleh's trying to tell us all the positives. There are no positives. Your offense sucks. Your quarterback is terrible. Terrible. Don't sell he's like a used car salesman, dude. There's a skunk walking across the goddamn field. He's like, oh, look at that cat. Isn't that a great cat? Ain't no fucking cat. It's a goddamn skunk. Bro, seriously? But Douglas is involved, dude. Because this is what I'd like to know. The hierarchy changed. Saleh reports to Douglas. Douglas reports to Woody Johnson. That's how it works, right?
Yep.
Well, does Saleh go to Joe Douglas like, listen, bro, I need a quarterback. Does Douglas say, deal with it, figure it out yourself? Or does Saleh and Douglas go to Woody like, hey, man, we got to make a move, get a quarterback? And he says, no, work with the guys you have. Like, how does this work? Because somebody has to get blamed for this. Because what they're doing right now is incompetence. You cannot only have two quarterbacks when one sucks and the other one's improving, and you have other guys out there.
That's why part of me thinks this is more on Saleh than Douglas. Obviously, Douglas should have signed somebody, but when Saleh is going above and beyond to praise the kid for playing clean football, what, you didn't turn the ball over, but you went 3 and out 7 fucking times. So that's something to praise. Okay. Like, we're not, you guys aren't seeing it. What we're seeing in practice, the things he's doing well, you don't see his improvements. So like all this shit that he's going above and beyond to blame other players too. Everyone around Zach needs to be better. It's not him. It's everybody around him that needs to be better. So him going above and beyond like that, if he was pissed that he wasn't getting his veteran quarterback, I feel like he's smart enough to have subtle ways to kind of relay that to the media. But he's going above and beyond to praise Zach for some reason. Bro, and for what reason, I don't fucking know.
Can you like, the thing is, like, can you imagine what like, let's just be honest. The team quit on Zach Wilson last year. They didn't like him. They didn't like him. The Jets as an organization quit on Zach last year when the last week of the season they refused to play him. They had it that if anything you want to get experience, kid, go play just go play football, dude. We don't care what we're going to lose anyway. Just go play football. They didn't even do that. They didn't let him play the last week of the season because the team didn't like him. Right now, what do? You get Aaron Rodgers, you're signing a new toy. You say, you know what, Zach, we're going to bring you back, man. We're just assuming that he's never going to play. That was their hope. The plan is you should have signed somebody and put him in between. They didn't do that. But now this happens, and you arrogantly say, he's our guy. The locker room, he's our guy. This is our dude. The locker room doesn't like him. They don't believe in him. The fucking head coach doesn't believe in him. He's trying to sell us. And you know how you know that? The play calling, dude. The play calling shows they don't believe in him. Why are you forcing him down our throats? Yesterday should have been his last day playing for this team this year. That should have been it. We should not see him the rest of the year. He's not worth it. What are you going to do? You're going to look at you're going to look at Garrett Wilson in the face and be like, yeah, man, that's your quarterback. Good luck against the Chiefs. If you polled every player in that locker room, every player, all whatever, 90 of them, however fucking 55 and 60 of them, whatever, practice squad, do you think you can win Sunday night with Zach Wilson, your quarterback? What's the answer going to be from every one of the teammates? No. They have no chance. None.
And it's a shame, too, for everybody else in that locker room because, I mean, we were talking about it, like the expectations this year. This is a team that at the very least should have been competing for a playoff spot, if not something more than that. And you take away the quarterback and you have no plan B in place. You're recreating the offense on the fly, in Coach Salah's own words, for a quarterback that was completely ruined last year. The locker room quit on him. He's in his own head. He's fucking seeing ghosts. Like, every statistical category, he's the worst in football.
Yep.
And Salah's trying to sell it to us.
No. But you know why, dude?
There's so many things to this that just piss me off, dude.
And the thing, this is the biggest problem I have. The Jets aren't trying to win. They are not trying to win.
They're content. Yeah, absolutely.
They are justifying losing. They're justifying excuses. And this is what they did last year. What did we say last year? They got too comfortable losing. And Salah's press conferences were like, hey, man, you know what? Their defense is so good, man. Got to give respect to them. Got to give respect to them. Like, always, every team we play every week has the best defense in the world. Every team's best defense in the world. Got to give them credit. Dude, they're not trying to win. Once Aaron Rodgers got hurt, it was like, this season's gone to shit. We're not going to rally around it. We know Zach can't do it. We have no answers. We're not going to play good football.
And that's why Salah can go up there today, speak all his bullshit, and he's probably not even worried about his job security. Like I said, I said it either last week or 2 weeks ago. Nobody's going to get fired. They're all going to – Woody's going to point to the Aaron Rodgers injury and say, oh, that's your free pass. That's your excuse. And who knows if Aaron Rodgers wants them back too. He might want them all back.
Bro, he's
not in the locker room right now.
You can't as an organization in week 2 and week 3 mail it in without trying to compete. Like the thing like last year, I was talking to Ian about this just now. It's like Breece Hall goes down. They went out and signed James Robinson right off the bat. We're like, all right, we thought it was gonna be a good move. Like, oh, listen, the Jets aren't messing around. They're gonna stay in it. Aaron Rodgers goes down. They're like, yeah, we got Zach, man. We got Zach Tim Boyle. Like, not even trying to even portray they want to win this year. And they have too much talent to waste it. You don't waste seasons, and they're wasting it. There's no sense of urgency. There's no sense of accountability. Like, Zach can play as bad as he wants, and he's never going to get benched. How is that possible? If any other player, if they suck bad, guess what? They're coming out. Zach, nope, we're good. How is that possible, dude?
That was the first question in the press conference today. Why is there a different standard for the quarterback? After they asked whether or not they were going to sign another quarterback, which is a Joe Douglas question, even though he meets the media how many fucking times a year. So I guess we're not going to get an answer on that, even though there's reports that quarterbacks are reaching out to them. They're turning them down. Like, this is just stupid at this point.
They're not trying to win. And what's going to happen, and the funny thing is, this is deja vu. We just went through this last year. Mm-hmm. We know the blueprint. You can follow along, folks. As they lose, the locker room's going to divide. Everybody's going to hate Zach. Nobody's going to play for Zach. You need to find your next hero. And the hero probably not even here right now. It's not going to be Tim Boyle. You hope, but you know what? And then what bothers me the most today, Saleh had a night to think about it. Now, everybody that's an expert analyst in football, which is definitely not me, Orlovsky, Joe Namath, everybody's played the game. Boomer, everybody's saying the same thing. Zach Wilson should not be on the field. Not be on the field. So if I'm Saleh, because you have to tell the locker room, give the locker room a message, give the fans a message, the media message that we're not comfortable with our offense right now. Save the Hail Mary bullshit, right?
Yeah,
What you say is, you know what? We thought about it this week. Tim Boyle is going to get reps with ones. Tim Boyle is going to get first string reps because, you know, we need more of our quarterback position. The leash is getting a little bit tighter. It's okay to ruffle Zach Wilson's feathers, dude. If you hurt his fucking feelings, I don't care. Because nothing else is worth. You babied him for 3 years. You've been babying the shit out of him. And what are your results? So you know what? Next, you got it, right? Don't you guys say, listen, because you know what? If you see the same thing you saw yesterday, next Sunday, we're going to lose by 45, 50 points. And if they keep Zach, you can't keep Zach in the game, dude. He's going to get booed out of the building.
Like you said, dude, they coddle him. So even if it is happening, even if Boyle is getting first team reps, they're not going to say it publicly. They don't want to hurt his feelings. The box score is misleading. You know, another quote from Saleh.
The box score. You know, I couldn't take it today. You know what? You know what's funny was I was going to make a video right when you made yours.
Yeah.
I was so angry, dude. I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't breathe. I'm like, how are we dealing with this coach he's a
and it just got worse and worse. Like with each question, it just got worse and worse. His answers.
This is something I'm thinking more about more and more. Saleh is coaching like he knows he'll be back next year. He doesn't care.
Yep.
The Jets don't care. The Jets made all their money on ticket sales because everybody bought all their tickets. They're all paid for. The only one getting fucked is the fans because now the tickets are not even worth half the price anymore. And the Jets, they made their money, right? They did.
Nobody's worried.
I mean,
nobody fears getting fired right now. You could tell by the way he's talking. You could tell by the way he's talking. And you could tell by Joe Douglas's inaction at quarterback. They don't give a shit if this season just goes to complete dog shit. They don't care.
They don't care. Nobody cares. Nobody literally cares.
Back next year, we'll try again. That's their mindset. In week 3. In week 3, with all this talent. Week 3.
Prime time, you should get an apology from Rob Carpenter, Fireman Ed, whoever the other guy is for defending the bum Zach Wilson. Listen, man, you know what it is? Everybody wanted to rally around Zach. He's a good kid. Because you know, the only way this team is going to salvage their season if Zach actually played well. But we already know he's not going to.
I get it, though. Like, I totally get it. I wanted to root for the kid. I was hoping he did well. I wanted to have all my old takes exposed in a few weeks with him playing well. I would have loved to have seen that. But at some point, you got to be realistic. You can't put up points. You can't sustain drives. There's one common denominator, like you said. You changed offensive coordinators. You got him a number 1 wide receiver. Nothing's changing. He's still putting up the same numbers. In fact, they're actually worse this year.
They're worse. And now it's like, and it's all predictable, dude. Like we are getting very close. That we're kind of on the Jets' good side right now. Kind of like they've been cool with me with certain things. We're getting very close to solid interviews, dude. We're getting close to solid interviews on the show. We're getting there, dude. Because he's saying things that it's all predictable. Because now the excuse is, well, we had to reshuffle our offensive line. Zach we had to change the offense. A lot of new pieces. And meanwhile, look at the Arizona Cardinals. Look at the Arizona Cardinals and what they did with a rookie head coach. With a quarterback that they signed, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Look at Gardner Minshew, a guy the Jets could have had. What did he do yesterday? So how is it that teams can bring in backup quarterbacks and run their offense and actually win games, or have a quarterback that has no experience, run their offense, do good things, and the Jets are stuck in mud? Their offense is like high school football. We were so excited last year when Mike White played like competent football. It's like, wow, we're like the rest of the NFL. Like we returned, we arrived. We're an NFL offense. We are back to being some like C-League bullshit football again.
And it was for the Cardinals. That was the vaunted Cowboys too. I was told we couldn't criticize Zach for playing bad against them, because they're a Super Bowl contender. Cardinals found a way. Why can't we? Like you said, Minshew, I mean, how many other mid-level quarterbacks are playing competent football right now? Like the same conversation we were having last year, and it's the same conversation every time Zach goes to the bench. Whoever goes in there, they make it look easy. Josh Johnson, Joe Flacco, Mike White. There was some Mike White chants starting yesterday.
But that's the thing. And this goes back to how they coddled Zach the entire time. He's like the golden goose for the Jets. He's the golden child. And that's got to either be Douglas or Woody. Because if we're honest, Mike White was a better quarterback than Zach Wilson. What does that mean? I have no idea. But the team played hard for him, and the kid put up numbers. He got hit a lot. But you know what? If you have him in an NFL offense and you let him, dude, it's better than Zach. I would, dude, if he was on a team right now, we'd be campaigning for him right now. Right?
Absolutely.
So what did the Jets do? The Jets, they let Mike White go because you know why? because the Dolphins pay a little more, but you're like, we don't want that thing with Zach because White versus Zach ain't working, dude. The team is Zach has no chance. So what they did was they took away the competition. All right, we can't have that. Get him out of here, right? Pinch some pennies there. That's a problem. All they do is coddle this kid, dude. They coddle him. It's amazing. Like, does this kid have like what? I can't get it.
He's got to have dirt on somebody.
Or it's Woody Johnson. Like, he has to play a role in this. He has to.
Why would it be Woody?
Well, how would you ever how can you justify what they're doing right now? This is football incompetence. The way they're handling this is incompetence. Like, how do you watch Zach last week and this week and be like, yeah, we don't need a quarterback?
I just can't imagine. I mean, Woody's obviously done some crazy things in the past, but I can't imagine any reason after watching this for more than 2 years why he would want Zach Wilson out there, seeing the atmosphere at these home games. The crowd all sees it.
So then, we'll play this game then. If it's not Woody Johnson, there's no way in living hell that Saleh is singing in the locker room and be like, yeah, man, Zach's my guy. Dude, he needs to win football games, right? He knows he can't win with him. So if it's not Woody and it's not Saleh, Joe Douglas?
If you're saying Joe Douglas won't sign somebody, I would agree. But if you're the head coach, you've got two choices. The other choice can't be any worse at this point. He's a veteran. He's been in the system before. He knows the coach. How can he be any worse? So that's where I say it falls on Saleh. You had a chance at halftime to put somebody else in, just like you did last year, to try to salvage the game, and you didn't fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's and
props to Joe Namath for calling it out.
100%.
Props to him for calling this out.
About
he doesn't usually go after quarterbacks. Nope. He doesn't usually bash the team. He was as pissed off today as I've ever seen him.
Because it's embarrassing, dude.
Of course it is.
You're heading. You're a season with all this expectation, with all this talent. Apparently we have talent. That's what I thought we did. And then now it's like you're literally heading into a game where there's probably gonna be 20,000 Chief fans there on Sunday Night Football, and we're gonna be that team again. Like, we thought we got rid of the whole same old Jets, laughing stock in the NFL, bad football, bad quarterback, all that stuff, and we're back in week 4. And I don't want to see it. I literally, dude, yesterday broke me to a point. I was like, all right, I'm watching it. I was going to a concert. So I'm like, all right, I was going to make a video after the game. I was so angry. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not letting this ruin my day because I was going to go off, dude. Like, my video was going to be like, probably got banned from YouTube. So I was going to go off the rails. I was so pissed. But I was like, you just can't deal with it anymore, right? Like, we know what we're facing now. Like, you look forward to football Sunday, right? You're excited. You have season tickets. You love going to games. You want to tailgate. You want to enjoy the game of football. Yeah. You're not going to on Sunday. We know going into it, Sunday is going to be a disaster.
And I knew this game was going to be a disaster in the first quarter.
Yep,
you were seeing all the signs, and when we've seen the signs early in games before, it typically doesn't get much better. That's typically how they play for 4 quarters. Because the coaching staff is incapable of making adjustments. They just don't. The defense is soft. It's vanilla. They can't get pressure. They sit in this soft zone all day. They get picked apart on third downs. And even to credit them, they shut them out in the second half. Yep. They did their job. As awful as they looked in the first half, I know they didn't give up a ton of points. They shut them out in the second half. Good job. You kept the team in the game. And what did the offense do for you? Absolutely.
Well, you know what it is? But you know what also, too? The Patriots knew the Jets couldn't score. The Patriots weren't scared of the Jets' offense. Exactly. I mean, they missed a couple field goals. That one running back kept dropping passes. If he caught the pass in the first quarter, we would have been deep shit because he was open twice. Those have been first downs. But the Patriots weren't like, all right, we could play more conservative because we know that they can't, you know what I mean? The Jets aren't going to score a lot of points. The max you're going to get is what, 14 points, maybe?
Dude, it's going to be the same blueprint for every single defense. Take away the run. Make Zach beat you. We know this. Other teams know this. And the Jets' own coaches know it.
And the defense,
they still don't have a game plan for it.
The defense, it's only a matter of time, dude. It's only a matter of time for them to be like, I almost felt like that yesterday going to the game. Like, in the first quarter, I'm like, this defense doesn't believe. They know unless they pitch a shutout, they ain't winning this game. Like, they're playing like that, right? They weren't playing with the usual energy, passion, or kind of like walk, right? They were flat. They were flat in Dallas. It was the same thing. Same exact effort where I'm hoping like, all right, they're back home. The crowd's there. Maybe they'll have a little extra spice, like kind of like, listen, if we dominate, we have a chance to win this game. They weren't playing like that, dude. Missing tackles. Like
Robert Saleh is a glorified Herm Edwards. Talks about playing to win.
Won.
Talks about playing to win, but he coaches not to lose.
Yep.
That's what I remember from Herm.
Yep.
Said all the right things, was a great motivator, great speaker. In fact, I think more of an authentic speaker than Saleh is, who goes on Instagram to find all his quotes and cliches. But they play not to lose. They talk a big game and they play not to lose. They play soft.
Yeah. I mean, this team as a whole knows they cannot win with Zach. You're doing it a disservice by keeping him. Like, he shouldn't play on Sunday, dude. Like, this has been so poorly handled. Like, I can't fathom it. Like, I don't, like, it's to the point now, dude, like, I'm not even answering texts anymore. Like, I'm getting messages like, yo, bro, delete. I'm not answering these questions because you can't explain stupidity. You just can't do it. No. There's no way to. And so if you figure we feel like this, you got to just imagine what Breece Hall is thinking and Garrett Wilson's thinking, Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed. Like, this is Dalvin Cook. I came here for this shit. This is terrible.
Not like he's playing well either.
It's terrible, too. Looks slow as hell.
But it's like, what is this team going to look like in a few weeks? How many people are going to want to stick around for this? What are they going to look like next year? Is Rodgers going to want to come back?
Nope. Well, now the Jets have themselves in a pickle. And here's the pickle is this season is spiraling completely out of control. 1,000%. It's going to be a nightmare. You're thinking what, 5 wins, 6 wins maybe this year?
They'll win some games towards the end when it doesn't matter.
All right.
6 or 7 maybe.
But right now, the way they're handling business and handling themselves is embarrassing. It's fireworthy. Like, if you keep doing this and you keep trotting out Zach and playing this terrible offense, all this stuff, like, I'm tired of excuses. Somebody should lose their job. But your savior is sitting there rehabbing his Achilles, and the reason why he came here was Saleh and Hackett.
The only hope would be that he has seen enough this year to say, you know what, this isn't it. Or that he's actually talking with Garrett every day. He's talking with Michael Carter. He's listening to these guys, and they're telling him, like, the coaching staff just doesn't get it. So he's the only one that could change things, in my opinion. If Rodgers were to go to Woody Johnson and say, I'll come back, but it's only if we have a different coaching staff, then it would change. I don't see him doing that.
Nope.
And I think that's why we're hearing Saleh talk the way he is. He knows he's not going anywhere. He knows he's cool with Rodgers. He knows he's going to come back. He knows what he's going to say. The Rodgers injury, that was the excuse. No one's going to get blamed for this. No one's going to take the fall.
And in our luck is he'll be like, you know what? You got to keep Saleh and Hackett. I'll come back. And then he's like, you know what? I'm not coming back, and we keep him. Then we're stuck with him again for another year. That'd be the Jets' luck. Like, we go through the draft, we go through free agency, we're all sitting there. He's like, yeah, you know what? I'm not good. Rehab's not going well. I'm not coming back. And we're stuck with this same mishmash of terrible coaching and players.
They're all already looking at next year, which is crazy.
There's no explaining this. This is worse than last year already. And it's going to get worse. Like the thing is, you look at the sideline, like I hate sideline antics. Last year with Quentin Williams, it actually worked because after he had his little outrage, like his little sideline thing, the defense played light years better.
Yeah.
But now it's like the shit you're seeing on the sideline on the offense with Carter and Garrett Wilson, you know what it's for. Like, you know the reason. It's no surprise what the reason is, dude. Your offense you can't get first downs.
Yep. I don't know how it changes either. I mean, they seem content with riding out Zach for at least another few weeks. They still don't have a veteran in here. I don't think they're going to sign one this week. So even if they do sign one, maybe next week or the week after.
Ago.
Exactly. They'd be ready to play by now. Now you're talking about maybe after the bye week, at which point you're 1-5, 2-4 maybe at best. Good luck saving that season.
And then the other thing that makes me nervous, I mean, because now my mind's thinking about, like, all right, this is going to be ugly. And then when the Jets get embarrassed on national television, it's going to get even uglier because you have an owner that's a moron. Yep. So now you wonder does Woody Johnson force the Jets to make some kind of splash move? Like, listen, I can't keep dealing with all these primetime games, all this exposure. We're going to be one of the worst teams in New York. We're terrible. Does Woody Johnson say, make a trade, Joe, do something? That's when I get worried because he's known to do stuff like that, dude. He's right. Because the thing is, you don't have a lot of resources as it is because you already give up a second-round pick for Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
And
how much are you actually willing to give up to maybe salvage this year?
And I don't think Kirk Cousins wants to come here. He's got no trade clause. I wouldn't come here. Why would you come here?
Would?
No.
I think he would.
He'll put up better numbers there with those guys. He's throwing
their season's going to be over. I'm talking. Well, ours could be too. But I'm saying, like, let's just say the Jets get to 2-4 at the bye week. They win after the bye. They're 3-4. At that point, is he thinking maybe he could salvage things? I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I think it's going to be. I think Woody's definitely going to get involved, though. You know, I just think
the time to make a move was 2 weeks ago.
Yep. No, this is so bad.
They wanted to hang their hat on Zach, hope that he was going to turn it around.
This is so bad. Like, I don't even know. Like, you don't even like. You just don't. You just don't want to deal with it, right? Like, you just feel like I can't believe we're here again.
I can't believe I got 7 more games I got to fucking go to.
The only bright side of this is now Vegas is going to be awesome, dude. I can care less about the game. The game will be optional. Ticket prices are going to go way down because the Raiders suck. And then it's just like hang out, go to game like at halftime or something.
I might actually go out there and just leave on Sunday.
Yeah,
you can see the game.
Right when the game
Watch it
kicks
on the
off.
plane on the way back. Shit.
So completely disappointing loss. I don't look forward to Sunday at all. I mean, this is just a disaster. What kind of impact do you think Rodgers will have on the team and coaching staff once he's back in the building?
I mean, is he able to do anything if this is a completely different offense, like they're saying today? Like they're completely revamping it towards whatever it is that Zach supposedly does well. So, I mean, how much input is he really going to have on that?
I mean, he could help Zach watch film. He could help him how to attack defenses. I mean, this is all things that Hackett should be doing as well. But
all these things were things that we were talking about that Zach was doing in training camp, in practice, right? We saw it then. Yep. Yet when the lights are on and it's game day and things are moving faster, he can't do it quick enough, or at least he's not ready to.
Yep.
And that's why he shouldn't have been playing this season.
Yeah, I don't know what Rodgers' impact will be once he comes in the building. I don't know. I really
is he even going to want to come back in the building? They're 1-5. It's like I'm staying away from that shit.
He said he's coming back. He wants to be on the team and stuff. I'm sure he doesn't want to like just, and listen, the Jamarcus Russell thing, I get it. Zach is an epic bust. This is a, and the one thing you give credit to the 49ers is the 49ers cut their loss. They realized it, right?
Yep.
They're like, this ain't going to work. Jets they're just so loyal to this kid. And I have no idea why. I don't understand it. It makes no sense. So if you guys got questions, do you want to take calls? What do you want to do, man?
We can take a few if you want. Maybe just let people vent a little bit.
Yeah, why not? I'm just so disgusted, man. I just can't believe we're here again. I genuinely cannot believe it. Week 3, losing to the Patriots, dude. Like the Patriots again. They're not even that good of a team. I mean, they're a good team, but it's like this is just.
And the stadium atmosphere is terrible too. I mean, I think the fans all sensed it. Like from the very first possession, there was no energy and nobody wanted to get up on third down. And it wasn't even raining too bad either. Like I thought the weather was going to be much worse than it actually was.
So the comment is, since 2000, we've had all rookie coaches with zero track record of developing quarterbacks. No more rookie coaches. Well, that's because of Woody Johnson being cheap. He's never spent money on a head coach ever. Never. So that's a mess. We got the wrong 49er coach. Who'd you want, D'Amico Ryans?
Yeah. Or no, McDaniel.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
It's gonna take us 6 fucking games to get 70 points. They got more yards than we did in 3 weeks.
Dude, he got more yards of one pass than we got in a half.
It's crazy, bro.
Fucking Mike White. Give me a break, dude. This is just so bad.
This offense is just miles behind every other team in football.
How do we know Boyle isn't better than Wilson? There's one way to find out, dude. You should be put him in the game.
Play him. What do you have to lose at this point?
Nothing to lose, dude. And if like I said, if you're scared to play him, you shouldn't be on the team. That's it.
Exactly.
Like, stop hiding everybody. I mean, and the funny thing is, like, they were almost scared to play Mike White. He came in, he lit it up, right? Maybe you have that. And this is, we'll go to calls. Everybody's on here. But the other thing, too, is it's funny how everybody's like, Carson Wentz sucks. This sucks. That sucks. You know what? I'm willing to give anybody a shot, dude, because anybody is better than what we're watching right now. Yeah. And maybe you get lightning in a bottle. Maybe Carson Wentz is sitting home and be like, you know what? I'm sitting here and nobody wants me. Maybe a light turns on. Like, I got to be a better teammate. I got to do this. Maybe something changes that makes him want to play. Maybe just better. Because, like, our standard for quarterback play isn't high prime time. We're saying what? Just manage the game. Throw for 180 yards, maybe a touchdown or 2, and just hand the ball off. That's all we want you to do. We don't need no high-flying offense because we have faith in our defense and the running backs. Just be enough of a threat on offense that you can complete a pass. That's all we're asking, right? That's complete passes is all we're asking for. Carson Wentz could probably do that.
The bar is so low. If you come in here and put up 17, 20 points a game, you'll be a hero. So
yeah, I mean, this is a good point here too. Where is it? I feel bad for everyone who bought expensive tickets thinking they're going to see Rodgers play. Bro, we got so many messages, people flying in from all over the country to come to these games. They're coming in Sunday for the Chiefs game. They want to see Mahomes and Rodgers. And now this is what you're seeing. It's not a good product, man. It's not at all. Oh, and thank you to Romeo, too. Romeo and Bubs, too, for doing our stream yesterday. I don't know how it went. I didn't look, but I heard it went all right.
So what did you do yesterday? No stream, no post-game video.
Listen, bro. I did my video
Come
at
on.
5:30 this morning, so I didn't want to hear it. I took a break, dude. You know what it was? This is how loyal I am to this team. Want to hear a funny story? You guys can wait a second to hold. So
No,
I'm going to a concert in Newark, Prudential Center, right?
Yeah.
But we had general admission tickets. So you want to get there early, you get good seats. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go find a bar in Newark to watch the game. So everybody's giving me go to Reds, go to American Whiskey Bar, go to all these bars. I'm like, all right, I can do that. Every one of them were closed. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So then I go down this random street, bro, which I should have not been walking down. And there's this little bar, and I saw a TV. I'm like, well, let's shoot my shot, right? So I go in there, and I'm like, and there's like one person there. I'm like, yo, dude, I'm like, any chance you put the Jet game on? He's like, you serious? I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, there's another one in here. So I'm in there, watching the game by myself, dude. And people are coming in. It was like me and like everybody else on the other side of the bar. Because they're like, we don't want to watch this game. This game is terrible. So by the second quarter, the bartender walked up to me. She was super cool. She goes, listen, man, I got to give you a free beer. Like, I don't know how you do this. Like, everyone's making fun of me. They're all cracking jokes and stuff. By halftime, they're like, bro, turn this game off. This is like, because the stress on my face was probably like I was ready to kill somebody. They all felt bad for me, dude. They were just like, it's the most miserable experience.
At least you weren't there.
Bro. And then it was like, I left and I was like, you know what? I'm going inside the concert. Like, I'm not making a video because I would just been cursing endlessly, just rage, just probably wouldn't have said one coherent sentence. I was like, all right, screw it. Let Primetime do one.
I did
mine, man. I did mine at freaking 5:30 this morning. And the worst thing was I didn't have a time to watch the solid press conference. I got home last night. So I got home around like 12:30, 1 o'clock. So I'm like, let me see the press conference. Let me see how bad that was. I couldn't even go to sleep, dude. I was so angry. I'm like, he said what?
Thankfully, I did my video before I saw all the shit on the sidelines, and I didn't listen to Salah's press conference either. So I would have been even more enraged.
It was a disaster, dude. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, Wentz all day. Yeah. Ryan even said today he's comfortable right now, just kind of hanging with his family. Doesn't seem like he's interested in playing at all.
Romeo, hold on. How is it not gross negligence to not sign another quarterback immediately? It is gross negligence. This is pure incompetence on behalf of Joe Douglas.
Should have happened the day after Rodgers got hurt. That way the guy's ready to play right now. He would have been ready to go in at halftime on Sunday if you needed him. If you had the balls to actually make a change.
Gross.
If you're not comfortable in Boyle. It doesn't make any sense.
The problems the Jets are having now are everybody's included. Douglas, Salah, Hackett, Wilson. Everybody's owning some piece of this.
Yep.
Romeo had a meltdown yesterday?
Did he really?
All right.
He was the one that was telling us to be calm 2 weeks ago. Relax. Everything's going to be okay. Trust in Zach.
Wow.
What happened to that, Romeo?
I'll have to go watch the stream now. Let's see. All right. We will go to, I'm not sure how to say his name. I'm going to try it, though. Gibran. Am I close?
Hey, guys. What's up? It's Gibran. How are you?
Gibran.
What's going on? Tyson, primetime, long-time listener, first-time caller. Big fan of the show. You guys are killing it out here, so nice work.
Where are you from, man?
Upstate New York, man. Saratoga.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys have been up here, but obviously horse racing and stuff like that, it's like pretty popular up here for that.
Yeah, of course.
Other than that, ain't shit to do other than just be depressed and be miserable watching the fucking Jets.
Miserable all day.
Are you surprised with how they're handling Zach, not benching or anything else like that?
No. So 35 years old, watching this fucking misery year in and year out. But I think I'm now finally to my breaking point.
Yep. Just
the entire regime with just a giant middle finger saying fuck you to the loyal fans. They're just not even trying. Not even trying. It's disheartening. I mean, you go from obviously the Rodgers injury, not bringing anybody in, and then going with a guy that literally can't play quarterback in any capacity in the NFL.
Yep.
I mean, the guy literally, the offensive line gave him 4 seconds yesterday on one play. He just sat down. He sat down.
It's like, no,
I've never seen any.
Nope.
I mean, this guy makes Darnold look like Tom Brady. I swear to God.
He makes football look so difficult. He makes like every time he drops back to pass, you hold your breath. You're like, what is he going to do now?
Guys, I have 2 boys, 4 and 2 years old. I have them like Jets onesies and all that stuff for them. I legit feel like it's child abuse. I'm like, what am I doing to these kids? I look at them. I'm like, I can't do this to them. I can't put them in this predicament where they're going to grow up watching the same bullshit as long as Woody Johnson owns this team. And like you guys hit the nail on the head with with your videos today. Saleh is a used car salesman.
Yep.
The shit from Hard Knocks, reading off a teleprompter with the crows and the eagles and the bullshit. Watch Hard Knocks from our team and then watch Dan Campbell last year.
Yep.
Look at the difference.
More authentic.
Yep. Right? And Lions fans have suffered as long as we have, right?
Yep.
But they're doing it the right way. They found the system. They found the culture with Dan Campbell, and they're building it the right way. We're just continue to do the same loser mentality, the same shit over and over again. And honestly, guys, my biggest fear is not so much having another losing season. It's Garrett Wilson saying, "Hey, guys, I want out."
Yeah, that's my concern too.
I want out. You know what I mean? Sauce Gardner, I'm done with this. How long can we sustain this? You could tell that. I mean, even the reactions yesterday on the sideline, Garrett Wilson, and props to him, saying and doing all the right things, taking the leadership role. But even yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw the one screenshot. He actually said that the mic caught him saying, "Throw the fucking ball." I think it was like on the final drive.
Yep.
It cannot continue like this. But yet Saleh is just continuing to turn the locker room and divide it. It's frustrating.
You can already see it fracturing, and the problem is, if Rodgers is back next year, they're all going to be on board. But then post Rodgers, whether it's 1 more year or 2 years, are these guys all going to want to sign second contracts and trust that the current regime is going to be able to build this all up again and find the right guy and coach him up and develop him?
Well, and like you said, Saleh and Douglas have a free pass. This is, hey, you guys are good. Rodgers got hurt. This is your pass for the season. We'll bank on him coming back next year from the Achilles, and we'll start over.
Yeah, but you can't tank a season, dude. They talked about accountability and winning and all these things, and they're displaying none of it. There's no will to win. They're not trying to win these games. If they would have already signed a quarterback, or they would have benched Zach at some point. You have to do something. You can't stay status quo.
That's what makes this so disheartening. They're not even fucking trying.
Nope.
They have. You look at on paper. Look at our roster versus any team in the AFC East, any team in the AFC, except for the quarterback. We should be able to compete with every fucking team. All we want is a guy to stand in there, throw a simple 5-yard slant, 10-yard out.
That's it.
Move the chains. That's it. And then maybe all you do is you spark the defense. Very similar to what Mike White did last year.
Yep.
In the brief time that he had. Just some sort of spark or motivation for the rest of the team.
And the plays are there too.
Yep.
And he just doesn't trust it. He doesn't get rid of it.
The only thing I will say, in his defense yesterday at all was the receivers did drop some. The few times he actually hit a receiver, they dropped some passes. But I mean, how we can talk about the offensive line, we can talk about the movement of the offensive line and whatnot. But there were plays yesterday, at least 10 plays I can count. He had 4 or 5 seconds to throw the ball.
Yep.
Just holding. It's the fucking NFL. You're not going to have 5 seconds every time.
But it's not his rookie year, dude. That's the thing. It's like, this is a guy, this is year 3. I understand new offense. Reading a basic defense and finding the open guy, and it's bad. Like, somebody put a comment in the chat. Like, Tony Romo was even saying, Tony Romo's usually pretty neutral on the broadcast. He doesn't really roast the quarterback. Even he was ripping Zach. Like, dude, the guys are open. Throw the ball. Like, what are you reading? Like, he can't read defenses, dude. It's like they haven't programmed, look at this, look at that, throw the ball. The 4th and 10 play was a perfect example of that. Like, he had no idea what to do. No idea. Like, how do you – you're an NFL quarterback. You're not a rookie anymore.
So, on TV, they had a shot of Zach. I can't remember what quarter it was. Obviously, we were down 10 at that point. But he's on the fucking bench, chewing gum, and literally looking at Tim Boyle and laughing. Literally laughing. And that spoke so much to me because it's just he doesn't care. And he's a guy that knows no matter what he does, he's not going to get benched.
Well, that's what happens when you coddle a kid. They feel entitled. He feels entitled to this spot right now. He doesn't have to work for it. He doesn't have to earn shit right now.
He doesn't have to earn shit. And it's funny. I have a couple friends that are Cowboys fans and Giants fans. They were bitching about Dak Prescott yesterday. Oh, Dak Prescott sucks. Do you know, as a Jet fan, what the fuck we would do to take a guy like Dak Prescott?
We'll take him. Send him over here.
Not to mention this guy's a 4th round pick, over exceeding above expectations for the Cowboys for all these years. This guy's a 2nd pick of the draft. We're talking about his 3rd year. He's still not been able to read defenses.
Bro, it's painful, man. It's just, I can't believe we're watching this kind of football again. Like, it's like the worst quarterback in the NFL, one of the worst offenses, And it's just exhausting watching football. It's not fun, dude. Like, you don't watch it like in anticipation. You're waiting for like, all right, how are they going to screw this up now? Like, what's the next mistake they're going to make? Because it's just there's nothing positive happening.
Anytime he completes a pass, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. It is. It's a huge deal. Anytime he drops back, the ball gets released and it completes it. It's a big deal. So up where I am, it's a lot of Bills and Pats and Giants fans up here, especially Bills. So it's just it's miserable seeing this. It just there's not even any pushback to give. They're just quitting. They're lying down and just quitting.
Bro, you sit in a sports bar. You can sit in a sports bar, and there's there was 8. I don't know how many TVs were in there. Every game was 30 times more exciting than the Jet game. Every game, like you're watching like these big passes, these big plays, like you're sitting. And I'm like, and you're watching like just paint dry. It's just like, what are we watching?
Any of my friends that are like that yesterday, like, oh, we're watching the Jet game. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing to yourself? Don't voluntarily watch the Jet game. It's setting back, I don't know, 50, 60 years. It's that bad. It's that bad. I mean, I have nothing else to say. But
thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it, man.
No, I really appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to vent. Much appreciated for sure.
Have a good night, man.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, it's tough. What's up, Mr. Slick? Haven't seen you in a while. Big Bird's here. I'm sure. I'm surprised Rose is in here roasting this. Sorry, we've been a little slow. The chat's just on fire tonight, man. I can't keep up with it right now. It's just wild. I mean, this is rough, dude. I cannot believe we're dealing with this shit. This is just brutal.
I thought a few years ago was the low point, but going from the high back down to it feels almost even worse.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, all right, man. All right, man. How you guys doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Minus bad football, we're doing all right.
You know that happy-go-lucky guy that you saw at the tailgate, man? That guy's gone, man. I mean, dude, I'm so glad I didn't fly up there. I was just about to, and I did this. I wake up at 7 a.m., 6 a.m., drive 2 hours down to San Diego from L.A. to be with a bar full of Jets fans. I go up on stage. I give this motivational speech, and then just what a disappointment, man. We got one offensive touchdown each game of this season, man. The Dolphins got 10 touchdowns yesterday. We got one. I mean, it's just a complete disgrace. I remember in the preseason, I was telling you guys, man, I want to, be careful. And I was like, I'm going to contain my excitement. And I can't believe it. We went from Super Bowl to playoffs to maybe 8 wins. I'm going to say right now, man, just tank this thing, man.
That's what it feels like they're doing, though. It feels like they're doing it. They're not signing a quarterback. They're trotting Zach out there. It feels like they're playing for a draft pick already.
You know what, man? I'm over Rodgers too, man. This guy's 40, dude. Like
what?
No. Yeah, I'm over the whole
He's
thing,
the only thing I'm looking forward to. Don't kill my dreams. I need one season of Rodgers.
Tank for Caleb, man. I mean, dude.
Oh, I can't do this. I can't do it.
We can't. Look. Okay, let's put that aside. Look, I look at I'm looking at the Eagles, right? Like 2-3 plays, they're the 30-yard line on the other side of the field. We can't even fucking get past midfield, brother. Like it's so bad. It's so bad, and it's just like unbearable, completely unwatchable. And this is quarterback abuse. They're abusing this kid. This kid is done.
He's abusing us by making us watch.
I was going to say that next. I was going to say that next. We're being abused. This is completely unfair. Like, I feel bad for all the fans, going out to MetLife and all the. I was gonna hit you guys up like, hey, let's go to the Raider game. Like I don't even care anymore. Like
I'm definitely going to that. I mean, I'll probably go to halftime the Raider game. I'm definitely going. But the thing is this: like, you feel bad for like the fans. I feel bad for the players. Like, I feel bad for Garrett Wilson because Garrett Wilson winning means something to him. It's like important. Like, winning's important to him. Yeah. It's important to Sauce, to Brees. They want it bad, and they're being forced to deal with this shit. And the general manager's not trying to change anything. They're like, all right, you know what? You don't like it, tough. Deal with it. And they got to put on their brave face, and it's not going to last. It's not sustainable to have this locker room be like, have these brave faces and say all the right thing to the media. It's fine today because it's a close loss and kind of heartbreaking. When you get thrashed by the Chiefs, it's not going to be nice, man, because now you're on prime time television, dude. You're going to be the brunt of every joke, the laughing stock. It's not going to be good, dude.
I think primetime said it best earlier on. Shame on Joe Douglas, man. Shame on him for not fixing this offensive line, not having the quarterback situation back in July okay, settled in. I mean, it's just like I think certain college teams can beat us. Honestly, it's that bad. It's that bad. And like Joe Douglas, I feel is not getting enough heat, man. He needs to get enough heat. And what about Saleh coming out saying, "Oh, I think Zach's improved and he's all right." Like, why is this guy putting his job on the line for this kid?
He's
Zach's
embarrassing himself.
Don't get me wrong.
Unless he doesn't have a choice. But again, like I said, though, why is he going above and beyond, which doesn't make any sense, other than him completely supporting
Woody
it.
pulling the strings, man. It has to be.
Something's just...
Because, like, literally, like, this kid is just done. And it's like...
He should have played his last game as a Jet yesterday. That should be it. There's no way that you should feel comfortable letting him play Sunday night. There's no way. It is impossible. Or if you do let him play, it's a very short leash. Like, you give him a couple series, like, bro, you don't have it. You're out. We need to win football games. We need to put a product on the field that actually represents NFL football. This is not an NFL offense, bro. I'll keep saying it. Like, Minshew, just what? Like, we're not asking for a lot. Minshew yesterday comes in. Fine. Like, anybody, like, what, Dobbs, like, just play basic fucking football.
Oh my God. Why is Saleh standing up for this kid this bad? Like, what is going on there? Like, what about the and the deep? Where's the pass rush? Where's the blitzing? Where's like the play calling? Like, it's just completely just a disaster. Literally,
the coaching's scared because they don't believe in their quarterback.
Nope, they're playing to not lose.
In spite of what they say, in spite of talking with a big chest, like they're coaching scared. They don't want to make a mistake. And Zach's playing that way too. Saleh could say all he wants. Oh, he's playing with confidence. Bullshit. He's playing with confidence. If he was playing with confidence, he'd get rid of the ball when somebody's open. He's not playing with confidence. He's scared to make a mistake.
That when we had those 2 drives at the end and we actually had a chance, that was such a fucking disgrace that we couldn't get it 1 yard, not a single yard.
Safety.
Okay. And thank you for letting me vent. It's like the guy's like, first down, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, 4th. Like, why does he throw short of the marker on 4th down?
Even before the half, the one drive that they actually had before the half, I think it was 3rd and 6, and they get a 4-yard completion to Garrett Wilson, and they kick a field goal.
Yep.
Oh man, dude, and
There's know what? No basic football awareness from anybody.
Let me ask you this: alternate reality. If Randall Cobb catches that, we win the game on a Hail Mary.
Oh,
I mean, I think that would almost be worse. Honestly, that's how bad it is.
They'd be patting themselves on the back. See, our quarterback did it. He persevered. Yeah. He fought through it. He kept us in the game.
Exactly. Exactly, man. I don't know what else to say, man. I just
good seeing you, man.
Good seeing you too. Thanks for letting me vent, man. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in Vegas.
I'll definitely be there. I can't guarantee be at the game, but I'll definitely be in Vegas.
If you guys go to the game, I might be down to go to the game with you. But I'll message Primetime or something in a couple.
Yeah, definitely hit me up, man.
I will. Man, it's so bad that I hope Kansas City puts a 50 burger on us, dude.
Oh, come on, no.
We're not.
They deserve it, though.
No,
we're not beating those guys. We're not beating those guys. So it's like, why not let them blow?
You know what? Listen, I just don't want to.
I'm not rooting for it, but they deserve to.
I don't want to sit through it, dude.
By the way they've handled these last 2 weeks.
Look, Tyson. Do we realistically have a chance to win that game?
I think we're gonna get our asses kicked, but I don't want to see a 50-3 game.
I couldn't believe the line.
What else is going to cause some change? Unless they get thoroughly embarrassed on primetime TV.
That's what I'm talking about.
Keep giving us
That's what I'm talking about. And I'm glad primetime. You've been with the Fireman Ed and all those guys. I love those guys. But I'm glad you've been the villain and saying, "Oh, we're gonna," because I've been completely agreeing with you. I'm not trying to be like, "Oh, like, you know, I got your back." That like you're the man. You know, I like you. But I think you're right. I think you're logically correct. Like you're predicting we're going to lose on the Cowboys game. And look at that. Look at Arizona beating the Cowboys.
Yep.
What a joke, dude. Yep. It's an absolute joke. It's an absolute disgrace. And I couldn't believe the line was 9.5 Kansas. It should be 14.5. It should be 9.5.
Right.
Like that's
maybe betting.
Yeah.
Dude, have a good night, man.
I appreciate it, man. Good night.
Later, dude. This is what coaching staff going to mess around and act go down with the ship. Players, coaches, one thing. This is incompetence. Winners don't do this stuff. It's facts, dude. We're getting very close to Gase kind of stuff right now.
That's what I felt like I was watching today. Hearing those quotes talking about practice, you guys aren't seeing what we're seeing. I'm like, this is deja vu all over again. I've heard this shit before.
When he started trying to justify some of Zach's stuff, I was like, oh my God, this is like, I was getting flashbacks. I'm like, wait a minute, maybe you're just being negative. I'm like, no, we've heard this before. And I was like, dude, I'm telling you, we are one more bad loss away with Zach. We're gonna have coach interviews. We're gonna have no choice. We're gonna have to bring them back. I don't care. I don't care if we lose. What are we gonna do? We have no choice. I can answer all those questions. I can answer every question. You can ask me any question.
Verbatim.
I can answer any solid question. No problem at all. 100% will do that. Easy. Be no problem. Fuck me. What's up, man?
Your first call, good point, when he said that the receivers dropped a couple balls. And Robert Saleh said that yesterday. You know, he was blaming other positions. Why is it that every freaking position has to be perfect except for the quarterback? Nobody else can make a mistake, but the quarterback can be exactly. Kevin, I can't even talk right now. I'm like so pissed about this. It's seriously though. Why does like the defense? They didn't do their job. The tight end didn't do their job. The receivers aren't doing. Why is it that everybody else has to be 100% perfect? Zach Wilson go out there, stink the joint up, and it's you guys aren't seeing what we're seeing in practice. I don't understand it. Where does it end? This exactly, Tyson, you're right. This feels just like the Adam Gase era.
It does.
The only difference is we thought that we had a bright future ahead of us. We weren't evaluating young players. We have the young star players. Now we're just ruining them. That's the biggest freaking difference.
That's exactly right.
It's pathetic. My dad is 55 years old. He was 2 years old when the Jets won a Super Bowl. I watched him throw his jersey in the garbage yesterday and say, I'm done.
Dude, it's listen, man, there's a lot of angry fans right now. Like I just like you couldn't pay me to go to a game. I no desire to go. Why? Because you know what the stadium environment's going to be. You go in with the expectation you're going to lose. There's going to be a ton of opposing fans there now, thousands of them. So you're going to have that same experience, and once they start losing, it's a boo fest.
Yep.
It's going to be a disaster at MetLife the rest of the year. A complete
They
disaster.
even broke Joe Namath.
Yeah,
that's true. No,
yeah,
that's true.
I'm in the electrical union, and my union was giving out tickets to the Sunday night game. It was 4 tickets per person. I gave my tickets back today.
Yep.
I went down there. I said, sorry, I can't go. They're like, what do you mean you can't go? I said, I'm not watching that. I said, I am not sitting there. I'm not going to go miss a day of work on Monday because I'm going to be so tired. I said, I'm not doing it. I'm done. I don't even know if I'm going to watch the game.
I'll watch it, but I mean, I'll stream it. But the thing is, I got to offer all kinds of tickets. Like tailgate shows, like, bro, come tailgate. We'll go hang out. I'm like, I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'll pass on this one.
How do you think I felt, again, as a season ticket holder who was initially, I was going to be out this year. They sucked me back in with Rodgers, so now I'm paying full price for all these games. Walking into that stadium yesterday, I could have got lower level seats for $10.
Yep.
Yeah. Those tickets have no value. They were
again.
I went to a couple
every year.
I almost bought them. I almost did, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it one more year. I'm so glad I did.
Every year, your tickets are worth
man.
shit. Usually by October, November. We're in September. These tickets are garbage now.
Yep.
I feel like even like with Gase, it didn't go down this quickly. Like we had a little bit of faith. This is just incompetence. And nobody's gonna get fired for this. There's no way that they're making changes with Rodgers coming back next year.
Wait, why are we flying to Arrowhead? The game is here. If you're flying to Arrowhead, you got some serious problems. You're not gonna see a game.
That's not a bad idea. Instead of watching it in real life, I'd watch it at empty Arrowhead.
Yeah, according Matt Ryan says he's not interested. Great. Who cares? Get Carson Wentz already. Who cares?
But
yeah, get somebody mobile.
Don't want like Carson. Like, what is the selling point? Like, you're coming here to do what? Possibly.
Play.
I don't get it.
Resurrect your career.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, Carson Wentz at one point was a decent quarterback. He did whatever he did. He's still better than Zach Wilson. As bad as Carson Wentz is, he's still better than Zach Wilson. It's an upgrade, legitimate upgrade. That's enough for me to bring him in here, right? Like
there's 50 quarterbacks that are an upgrade over Zach right now.
That's why it's so funny where everybody's like, "Oh, this guy sucks. That guy sucks." You know who sucks? Zach Wilson sucks. So let's try a less sucky guy. That's what we're looking for. A less sucky quarterback. That's all I want.
You know what's funny? I think it was Boomer and Theo was saying that Zach Wilson's numbers are like almost mirroring Jamarcus Russell's. Like seriously, if you like seriously look up his numbers compared to Jamarcus Russell's, they're almost like that.
You know his numbers are pretty bad too. The head coaches.
Yeah.
You know his numbers also pretty bad. Joe Douglas's.
I don't get it.
Here, what's today's date? The 25th of September.
No,
Jesus Christ.
I do agree with a lot of people that I keep seeing in the comments about Joe Douglas. He deserves far more criticism than he's getting because everyone just keeps hanging their hat on, the draft from last year, offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year. Okay, well, what else have you done? You whiffed on the number 2 overall pick. Every free agent class has been an absolute bust, minus DJ Reed. You whiffed on Becton because he's probably not back next year. You missed 2 years. You missed on the number 2 overall pick and quarterback, which is why we had to trade for Aaron Rodgers. So, like, at what point does this guy not get some more blame? And like we've been talking about all summer, backup quarterback, shoring up the offensive line for your aging quarterback. Didn't do any of that.
Nope.
Spent $8 million on Dalvin Cook.
And these guys are going to have to get paid eventually. I mean, they're going to be going into year 3 with hope. Because, like, you really think that Garrett Wilson's getting 1,000 yards this year? I don't think so.
But see, there's 2 levels to that. First of all, you got to pay them. Second of all, you got to sell them on a blueprint or a program that you're actually going to win. Like these guys want to, like, they want to get paid. They also want to win. They want to be a part of something. Right now, your program is what? You're having Aaron Rodgers come back off injury, and that's it. After him, what is your plan B? What is it? We don't have a plan B this year. We figured out. We already know that Zach wasn't it.
And
Rodgers was playing A, B, C, D, E, and F.
Yep.
Yeah. With any success, you're going to be keeping Saleh. You get playoff run because he's not going anywhere this year. You get a deep playoff run with Saleh next year with Rodgers. Saleh's keeping his job for probably another 2 years.
Bro, I don't have any faith in Saleh anymore, dude. I don't have any, even just to manage games, to lead a team, to do anything. I'm all out on him. Like I think he's literally a used car salesman. You saw he's coming off as a fake now. Yeah. Seriously, Hard Knocks, he was like this big, bad, tough ass, like all this bravado. He's a puppy, dude.
Yep.
He's softer than a goddamn, right? Like he's coming off so soft and timid, like coddling this quarterback when your team is pissed. The fans are pissed. Like, what are you doing?
He's afraid to ruffle feathers, yet by not saying anything, look at the fracturing locker room already.
He's alienating.
You see it on the sidelines. Yeah. Players see it. They know what's going on.
Idiot.
Even with Hard Knocks, it's like everyone's comparing him with Rex. Rex was made for TV, but Rex always kept his same personality. You got to believe that was at least a real part of Rex.
No, when the going gets tough, Rex got his nose in there and got dirty with it. Saleh's melting, dude. He is melting under the pressure here. Whether his hands being forced with Zach or whatever it is, but he is melting with this. He melted. But in prime time, we talked about this. We talked about this last year. The Jets had a little bit of success. Do we forget they lost out? How many games to lose the season? What, 6 games or 7 games to lose?
Yep.
They lost out last year, and they justified it. They accepted it. Well, Mike Wright had bad ribs and this and that. Defense fell apart. Saleh melted last year at the end of the season. Fell completely apart. And one of the things going into this year, even with Aaron Rodgers prime time, what we said, the one question is, how does Saleh handle all the adversity? How does he handle his team with all these stars if something goes wrong? And go back to the goddamn videos. We talked about this. We literally talked about this. Oh, you're just being a fucking negative guy. You don't know shit. Saleh's the guy because I liked him on Hard Knocks. Where are we now? You have no faith in that guy right now.
Doesn't respect him. Quincy Williams came out dressed as the Grinch last year in a must-win game on primetime football. Thursday
and their 2 biggest games of the year, they came out flatter and shit. Seattle and Jacksonville.
And I think it was you in your video, Tyson, saying that what happened to the rah-rah guy in Saleh, running up and down the field on the 49ers. I think
he's only rah-rah when good shit happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when the team's getting their doors blown off, he doesn't have an answer.
He's that blank
He
stare.
has that blank stare. Yeah.
Yep. The Todd Bowles look.
Yep.
When we all thought that we were getting that CEO type head coach, it's almost like your old best friend. He used to have the Corvette. You'd hang out. He was single, partying every night with him. He gets married. Now he drives a minivan. You don't ever see the guy again. That's what he is. That's exactly what he is.
It's true. It's like,
and he has 4 kids, and he's whipped by the balls by his wife.
He's a shell of himself right now.
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing.
It's scary. I don't have I have no faith in the future.
Nope.
The only our head on.
How many times have we said prime time over the last 2 years? This team has more questions than answers.
Yes.
We're here again.
Almost every show. Yep.
We are literally here.
2019, and you guys have been saying the same thing. And I feel like I'm back in 2019.
And that's why, like, when we were having all the quarterback debates in the offseason, I said you needed a top 5 or top 10 quarterback to overcome the deficiencies of your head coach. You weren't going to win with an average to above average quarterback because Saleh's not that fucking good. Nope. You needed an elite level quarterback to overcome his failures as a coach. And now we don't have that. He's getting exposed.
Why is it that somebody always has to be in the doghouse? Whether it's Elijah Moore, Mims, now it's Mecole Hardman, kind of Jeremy Rucker. Jeremy Rucker is supposed to be seen. Oh, we got to try to get him on the field more. You're the head coach. You put him on the field. You can say, does he know that he has that power? Then you can say, hey, Ron Middleton, he's going on the field.
And Hackett last week said, oh, we didn't have the ball enough. We didn't have enough plays for Hardman. Okay, so what's the excuse this week?
Right.
Bro,
you stop the run game and you dared Zach Wilson to beat you in the passing game, and you win the game that way.
But the thing is, it's like, I think that his fingerprints are on this offense because it's ultra conservative. So I think he gave a command or whatever, like an appointment to Hackett saying, listen, man, reel it in. I don't trust this kid. Keep it conservative. Run the ball more. Nothing flashy. I think he did that. But now you're hindering everybody because now you're not playing Gibson. You're not playing Hardman. Ruckert's not in the game. Like, you're not even maximizing what little opportunities you have at this point.
Right. Yeah, like you guys had said, he's going to be the laughingstock on primetime football.
It's going to be a disaster on Sunday, an absolute disaster.
It is.
Complete disaster. We're like, it's going to be back to like those years in the past where we got blown out and we're like the laughingstock by halftime, where it's like, oh, we're all the fucking memes. There's going to be some stupid interception. Zach is staring at a ghost and all this other shit.
Fans in the stands with bags on their head. We've been there, bro.
It's coming.
Tonight's game. I don't, like we have like the scene, ghost game, the Buffalo. I guarantee you there will be a name for this game. It's going to be a short game. Yep. I don't know what it's going to be, but it will be something
involving Taylor Swift.
Yeah. It'll be the Taylor Swift game. I don't know. Maybe Roger would be there dancing or something. Who knows?
Thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
All right. Have a good night, fellas.
Good talking to you, man.
This chat is in rare form tonight, man. Holy shit. It's just can't keep up it. I mean, the fact they're not even using Hardman and Gibson in the offense is just mind-blowing to me. I don't understand it.
I don't think Harbaugh's leaving.
Nope. You know how many times we said hire Harbaugh and bring him in here? I think
it's been the last 3 hires his name's been brought up, right?
Every time.
I would love him, but I don't think he's coming here.
And listen, we talked about it earlier. I give Joe Namath a tremendous amount of credit for roasting this organization. He roasted everybody. And it's deserved, though. Like, everybody's got to stop sugarcoating shit.
He said what every fan felt.
100%.
We've seen this before. We're tired of it. Like, if
and Zach's not good. He just said he's not good. He said I'd trade him to 49 or something like that.
But it goes beyond him, though. Like you said, like if they're game planning just not to lose, well, that speaks volumes. You don't have confidence in your quarterback.
Nope.
So why is he starting?
Nope.
Why is Tim Boyle the only backup? If you don't have confidence to play Boyle, why is he on the roster? Like, there are so many questions that go from top to bottom. I'm glad Namath pointed out some of them, but it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Tyson, they aren't using Garrett in the offense. We serious about Hardman? Yeah, I am serious about Hardman. Let him go fucking deep. The one thing Zach can do is throw the ball deep. Take a shot. Is it asking too much?
They're scared,
dude. This is just I just can't. Like, I don't like this. This is, I'm telling you, this is bringing back to the Gay States, dude. It really is. I had that same like that inside anger where it's like now it's just becoming like it's just boiling inside of you. Like, I could make like a video every 10 minutes, just like ripping people. I'm that pissed off.
Yep.
It's just
watching it felt the same, and then listening to the last 2 pressers, exactly the same.
Bumbling idiot.
Same quotes that we've heard.
Look at this guy.
What's
up, man?
We're talking about practice.
Yep. Once again,
practice we've had in 4 NFL consecutive years. We win the offseason. We have the best practicing team in the NFL.
We're the best practice team in the NFL. That's Salah's new T-shirt.
The bar is so low. It's in the earth and it's melting in the core, and we still can't go over it. It's that point. Like Salah is saying that Zach's making improvements. He's doing things great in practice. This and that. Why? Because he's not dirtying balls in a game. He's not throwing it to the fans in the game.
He's taking bad sacks instead.
Yeah, he's getting tackled by ghosts. He can't read a defense. Every time he steps back 2-3 step drop, he just wants to check it down, or even on a 5 to 7 step drop. The receivers don't trust him. The line doesn't know what he's doing because they don't know if he's going to roll out. They don't know what he's doing. He's unpredictable. I mean, I get it. Hackett is handcuffed kind of, but I do think that Salah kind of gave him, I guess, a game plan of kind of constricting him a little bit. But the thing is that, like, you see it 1 or 2 plays a game where Hackett actually decides to roll him out, and he hits Conklin on a nice little mesh or like across the middle. Like, he can read half the field, I guess, if that's what you call reading. It's just the inconsistency of not being able to get a push up at the front of the line, at least to get a run, because we're getting 8-9 man boxes is going to be even more of a hindrance than it already is. every single team knows the game plan against this team, and it's the Patriots with the cover 1, 8-9 men in the box. Let Zach beat you, and like you just said, Tyson, before, I don't know why they don't put Hardman in the game and just run a go route.
That's
like
it.
Zach has the arm. Zach has the arm. You're at least gonna maybe draw a penalty, 50-50 chance, maybe. Like, and then it also felt like at the drive that we actually scored on, that Belichick was like kind of letting us to give us, because he actually played a little bit of different of a defense. He played some cover 2. Zach had a nice throw in the kind of like the honey hole slot where he hit Lazard, but otherwise, like,
see, even if it was Belichick kind of letting up a little bit, which I don't really think it was, but the 2 drives that Zach Wilson has had was when he was going up tempo. So how is that not like a conversation between Saleh and Hackett? Like, hey, let's just hurry up, get to the line, have your plays ready to go. Like, what are we doing? Why are we not trying anything innovative to try to help this kid? And again, I don't think he's ready. I think he stinks, but do something different. Try to change it up.
You know what we did on that drive? We threw on first down.
Yep.
We did a little bit of a play action. Like, we needed single time we were going to run the ball because we needed to establish the run early in the game, and the Patriots knew that, and we still couldn't get any push. And it's just fascinating, right? Because, like, it's almost impossible to think that Saleh could just be this incompetent, where he did the right move last year with putting AVT at tackle, and we got to see him make flashes.
Yep.
You got to see this week where he actually made the right call on the offensive line. Like, there was only one option. We knew Wes Schweitzer was out of concussion. There's only one option for this offensive line, and he made that move. So I think it's a multifactorial what's going on here. I think Saleh has his part in coddling Wilson and making it the locker room just a safe space for him and not being able to criticize him. He gets held above everybody else. JD has his part because obviously he has his investment with the second-round pick. And then there's Woody, who is just like, I got my money. I got my Rodgers money. I don't really care. Yep. But at the same time, it's like your perception is just a laughingstock and a clown show. And you could even make more money throughout the rest of the season, like with like beer and tickets and concessions and everything else. If you just put in anybody but him, anybody.
At least pretend you want to win. Like, just act like you want to win. You're not going to win, but at least like portray that you're trying to win, and fans would at least buy that. Like, if like, just say, for example, they signed Carson Wentz. I'd watch just because of that, just to see you're adding another clown to the circus, but I want to watch the circus. You know what I mean? Like, I'm at least interested in that. This clown show we have now, it's boring now. We already saw this last year.
It's a new bearded lady, not the same one.
That's exactly. We want a different circus. We're tired of this one right now.
Oh my God. Just
it's
like
pathetic, man.
They like the Bengals bring in AJ McCarron 2 days after Burrow is potentially not going to play this week. I mean, he ends up playing, but at least they're super proactive. Like, we can't even just bring somebody in. We could try out Wentz. Doesn't mean we have to sign him.
That would hurt Zach's feelings. Can't do that.
God, my God, you can't make it up. I mean, somebody has to be held accountable. Like, us fans, we wear our heart on our sleeves. We paid so much money for tickets and emotional pain from this team. Like, I know you guys plan on going to Vegas. I got my tickets the second day after they released it. I got third row. I paid $900 for them, and now getting hosed. Like, got plane tickets. It's like, I don't even want to go anymore, but I might as well.
Tickets are expensive as shit too.
Yeah, I mean, third row, end zone. You're in Vegas, you're going to pay, but
yep.
I guess I can get some money back by gambling. It's beyond. There's not much to say. It's beating a dead horse. Zach is.
We're here. It's deja vu all over again, dude. We're in the same spot we were last year, almost the same spot we were with Gase now too. It's disgusting.
We know he can't play. He can't read a defense. We're literally beating the same dead horse over and over and over again, and we also didn't get as many first downs as the Miami Dolphins did as touchdowns yesterday. We got 9 and they got 10 touchdowns.
It's just fucking disgusting.
And it's just funny that, like, we always pick the wrong person. Like with Mike McDaniel, he apparently looks like he knows what he's doing. D'Amico Ryans looks like he knows what he's doing. CJ Stroud looks 10 times better than Zach Wilson.
Yep. Already.
And that team was supposed to be just as bad as the Cardinals, if not worse.
Fucking Romeo Dobbs comes in. He plays. Their offense looks fine. He's been there 2 weeks. It's just, I don't know. Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, good seeing you guys. Thank you.
We might actually be like a bottom 3 team in the NFL right now.
Could you imagine? I mean, I mean, Sunday is going to be just.
I mean, the team that blew us out just got blown out by the team that's supposed to be one of the worst in football. So,
dude, we're
do
playing
math.
the Chiefs, dude. The Chiefs. Like, what are we? Oh man, this is so bad. Yep, we're going to be. Don't worry, folks. Just for entertainment value, we keep going down this path. We have tricks up our sleeve. We're gonna go back to. We're gonna be going some old school shit here for like our longer time subscribers. We're gonna go down to these levels.
I thought we were done with that.
Me too. I was yeah. Yep. Can you imagine 3-14? I couldn't even imagine. So now
we're gonna what Ephraim picked.
We're gonna bring on a fellow co-host of Let's Talk Jets. This man is a prominent streamer now.
Oh
yeah. What's up, celebrity?
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me on.
So how did yesterday go?
It was good. The stream was a lot of fun. The game, not so much.
How'd the chat treat you?
It was good. Everything was good. It was a lot of fun.
Anybody piss you off in the chat?
What was that?
Anybody piss you off in the chat?
No, just the Jets. Just the Jets.
Yeah, I'm definitely streaming Sunday night. So yeah, what could go wrong? Jets, Chiefs, sitting home at 8:30 on a Sunday after probably day drinking all day. What can go wrong?
Yeah, this team is awful. This stinks. But yeah, hey Armin, thank you. Yeah, I mean Zach can't read a defense. All the excuses from last week were out the window because the offensive line actually played good. Yeah, like you guys said, the whole Salah stuff is so true. I know we don't like to go back to the Gaze stuff, but it's the truth. Like Salah through 2 years was 11-23. Gaze was 9-23. So and now he's 12-25, and what? He's lost 8 of his last 9 going back to last year with the 6 and then obviously the 2 this year, or 7 of the last 8, whatever it was. So it's pathetic. And his press conference today talking about the practice and saying, then going back to like the all 22 and saying how they're seeing his confidence grow is just, it's ridiculous. And something else I'm like tired of, because he did it today. I'm so tired of him always giving credit to the other team every week. Other team. Today he said it, top 5 defense in New England. Last week, we got a great pass rush in Dallas. Every week we play the best team in football. Every week. And
didn't he say on Hard Knocks that he was tired of doing that shit, tired of giving credit to the other teams?
Yep, he was on Hard Knocks when he knew the cameras was filming. He was tired of going up to the 50-yard line and saying, "Oh, you played hard."
Yeah, he said, "Fuck that." It was all an act. It was all an act.
I don't get it. Like everything is so hard with this franchise. Like from the coaching to the GM to the owner, from the top down to the quarterback. They should have had a veteran in here in the offseason, but let's be real. I mean,
we haven't watched an NFL offense since what, 2015? When was the last time we watched like a legitimate offense with this team?
Yeah, probably 2015.
8 years.
Yeah, because then it was McCown after that, and then Darnold, and then
even McCown operated a better offense than this.
I mean, this is just the NFL is a passing league now. Like just high flying offenses all across football. We get excited for a completed pass at this point. Like that's like our standards are so low. Like it's really, if you think how bad it is, we're really 150 yards, 180 yards is all we're hoping for. We're not even talking 300, 400 yards.
It's just like we actually might have one of the worst offenses in football with Zach.
Easily.
And it's just he can't process the defense. He had all the time in the world yesterday. That the Orlovsky clip. Can't even speak. But his clip showing exactly. I mean, Wilson was wide open. He wasn't even looking. He stares Michael Carter right down. And then, oh my God, I thought last year we were done with the throwing the ball short at 4th down. 4th down and 10, and you throw a check down. And then he goes into his press conference and says he was hoping that Conklin would make a man miss. What are we seriously? We're hoping that Tyler. At least I would understand it a little bit if it was Garrett Wilson, because he can make guys miss. But we're asking Tyler Conklin to make a man miss and pick up 8 yards with his legs. Wow, that's
ridiculous.
It's check down on 4th down and 10 with the game on the line.
The only thing that you wonder about with that is you got to figure Hackett has got to be in his ear. The 4th and 10, the ball has to go 10 yards. Like, don't you think that's like there's something right?
Yeah, I agree. Like,
should Hackett really have to get in his ear to say that though?
Yes.
It's the end of the fucking game. It's 4th and 10.
But
if you don't know to throw the ball beyond the first down marker at that point in the game,
bro,
you shouldn't even be on an NFL roster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Made
The
the
truth.
point for me.
Tim Boyle, look, Boyle, he looked horrible in the preseason, but he can't be much worse. Like this is the worst quarterback in football. So if Boyle's worse, that means he's worse
Shouldn't
than
be on the
Zach,
team.
which is like that's another thing. Why is he on this team? Why is he on the team if you're scared to play him?
Exactly
They played
right.
Trevor last year. Like Boyle, at least try something. The run game's not working either because they can't. Everybody's expecting the run, and the NFL's changed. The NFL's changed. Like you got to have a quarterback to win in this league. You know the whole.
Especially now, like right now, the way the Jets are set up, they have to pass to be able to run. That's the way it is. You got to be able to establish your passing game. You loosen them up, then you can run the ball. You have play action pass. You can do all these things. You can't just do this smash map when they know it's coming, and you can't. It's just like Belichick had to be laughing yesterday. But this is what you're trying to do. Like this is your offense. You got to be laughing his ass off over there.
And New England's they're not a good team. Like and yes, they wanted us to win that game. They missed the 2 field goals. The refs for the most part were actually on our side. There was easily 2 or 3 pass interference penalties that could have been called. Then there was that one incident with Mac Jones, which I know he ended up hitting Sauce, but at the time you didn't know that. There easily could have been so many penalties in our direction. And the Patriots actually ended the game. I think they had 6 penalties. We only had 3. So it was like they gave us that game. 1 minute and 45 seconds, you're on your own 45-yard line with 2 timeouts, and you throw 3 incompletions and you check it down on 4th down. I mean, that's just bad. It's bad football. And again, throwing the season away is I get worried because we've seen this, as you guys mentioned, we've seen this before. Like the last thing you need is a Breece Hall or Garrett Wilson to pull what Elijah Moore did.
Here, and to answer this question real quick, would you guys trade for the Browns backup DTR? 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd trade for anybody. I don't care that I know Wentz has even Wentz. I know obviously we're talking about him, but even Wentz, I understand he has locker room issues, but what is Zach in the locker room? What is he? Like it can't get any worse. Like
and even worse though is that most of these guys were here last year and they already quit on him. You can't keep selling the same guy when the results are exactly the same, if not worse now. His completion percentage is going down. You can't tell these guys he gives us the best chance to win. They're gonna look at that and say, no, you're full of shit. There's got to be somebody better.
Yeah, and even Tyson, you were mentioning who's the guy? The Bears, Simeon, right? Is it Simeon? The
Trevor Simeon?
Yeah, right. He's another? Is he the 3rd string on the? Or I think you were mentioning one other guy.
Case Keenum,
not Simeon. Keenum, yeah, Keenum. Even a guy like that.
I'm
way far away. And I know field stinks, but he won't see the field. Like, I mean, it's just Keenum. Anybody. I mean,
thinking about Keenum, he's the 3rd string quarterback in Houston, so it won't cost a lot to get him. It's just a matter if he wants to play or not. But because I'll try anything at this point. I mean, I don't care.
I'll try.
I think you said he's not a good teammate, right? Is that the word about Wentz? He's just not a good teammate.
That's what Wentz supposedly. I haven't read a ton on it, but supposedly from what I heard, just like some of the basic stuff. Suppose he's not like a great communicator. Like he's not a very good. He's kind of like not very vocal, I guess. I don't know. That's what I heard. I haven't read too much on it, but it doesn't seem like he's very like, I don't know. He's just not. But what is Zach? Like this locker room's giving up on him. And the whole
it literally can't get any worse.
And the whole Rodgers thing too. It's devastating, but it's the NFL. Injuries happen. Like it happened. The life goes on. You losing your quarterback's awful, but we've seen teams. Yeah, I mean the Eagles didn't when Wentz went down. They roll with Foles. They had a competent backup, and I'm not saying we win the Super Bowl if we brought in Wentz or a Keenum or a Matt Ryan, who I know isn't going to come here because what he said today. But at least you can. This team's a playoff team. The defense, even though they didn't play great yesterday, they only allowed 13 points. You should win that game. You had a minute 45. You had the ball. You got to come away with the win. And then, gosh, Kansas City. And now with the whole Swift stuff, it's literally us against the world this week. Like, everybody's in love with Kansas City. They're the new America's team.
Yep.
This is going to be – I don't even know what to – I don't even know. And the crowd is going to be – Zach throws one incomplete pass.
No.
It's going to be –
Primetime's going to be booing. Primetime's got no voice by second quarter.
Indeed.
It's going to be just – it's going to be one of these. It's going to
be deserved. They deserve to hear it.
Game. Yeah, this has the 33-0 ghost game written all over it.
It does.
Or the Darnold just prime time, and then even the graphic they showed last night. It was Garrett Wilson, Mahomes. Like, can we just have a quarterback on that graphic for once? Like we had, I understand, but like you got to, we got to put receivers on the graphic. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
But Bubs. Good hearing from you, and thank you for streaming yesterday.
Ever.
We appreciate it, man. Because apparently you're a celebrity now, so we appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Don't forget us little people.
Have a good night.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Later,
Have a good one.
Apparently they did good yesterday. I have to watch the stream now. Check it out.
Nice. I want to check out the ending. See
Yeah,
the Hail Mary.
Romeo must have had a meltdown. I'm proud of him. Well, Romeo's kind of an experienced streamer too. He does all the wrestling shit. So
yeah.
All right. This guy looks all comfortable. Bro, you're comfortable as hell over there. Hey, you laying down? You bored?
I'm trying to bring my blood pressure down. So, but before anything, if anyone in the chat thinks this is going to be a voice of reason or hope, just leave at this point because it ain't. And Tyson will tell you that for a fact.
It's true.
They wore me down. I had to clean my glasses so many freaking times. Hi, Armand, because I was seeing something different than what Salah was seeing.
Yep.
This kid sucks, period. End of story. Okay? And I'm going to root that he gets a concussion in this next game so we can bring in Boyle at this point. Okay? That's the only way you're going to get him out. Injury, concussion, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. This is what you want to put out? This is it's a game. Okay? I hope nobody shows up, a Jet fan, and then they get embarrassed that the stadium is empty on a primetime game. That would really set off.
There'll be plenty of Chief fans there. I'll tell you that.
I hope it's the whole thing is red. Okay? Ridiculous. And to say after, we need to give Zach a little help. Well, guess what? Why do you throw other people under the bus?
Yep.
Okay? The first mistake they made was to anoint this kid as the backup. Because if I'm going in an experienced vet, I'm going in to back up Rodgers.
Yep.
Not to back up this kid.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm not coming to this team to back up this kid. I know I'm better than him.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And the same thing now. Who wants to come now? Do you think that any of these guys who are now backups of the starter was going to come in as a third string quarterback because they anointed this kid as the backup? You're not going to get anybody to come to this team.
And
they reached out to Chad Henne.
If they would have,
he said, "No, I'm going to stay retired."
Maybe he would have still been here.
What's that?
If they would have paid Mike White as a true backup, maybe he still would have been here. He got what, $4 million from Miami?
Yeah, but maybe Mike White knew that he was always going to be a third stringer.
Yep.
He's now backup. He's Tua's backup, and he got in, and he's having fun.
Must be nice.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. It's just, I scared my poor dog yesterday because there was that one thing I'm saying, watching this kid holding onto the ball. He had like 400 seconds to throw, and he held onto the ball. And I said, throw the fucking ball away then.
It's terrible.
I'm not blaming the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time, plenty of opportunities. How much dumber can you make this play calling? Okay. All right. You can't bring in Ruckert and them because there's no play to include these guys. They have to make it as simple as possible for this fucking moron. Okay. and to go up to the podium with smiles on your face.
Yeah.
If I had a press pass, I would have lost it that same day.
Yep. Me too. Okay.
Now they didn't break me. I'm just tired of this shit. I told you the one thing is that bothers me is when the team quits. And this team didn't quit, but the coaches have quit, or the main coach has quit on this team.
Yep.
GM quit.
Okay. I'm not going to go there yet because he tried to bring in guys. He tried to bring Orlando Brown in.
What? No.
Hold on.
Forget the O-line right now. Quarterback. Your starting quarterback.
I'm telling you,
the day
they
after,
anointed him.
How do they not sign a quarterback?
He could not bring anyone in. I'm guaranteeing you.
What do you mean you could not bring anybody?
There's anointed. You're not going to bring a good guy in.
Who anointed him? Douglas or Salah?
I don't know. I'm going to have to assume it's Salah. Or maybe Rodgers.
And Salah reports to Douglas. Douglas is like, listen, bozo, we're bringing another fucking quarterback in because Zach sucks.
Then it's on both of them then.
It's got to be, dude.
Okay. The bottom line is as soon as you anointed.
Isn't it Douglas's job to bring in players?
Okay. Yeah.
Then what the fuck is he doing?
No.
And even if it wasn't
Seriously.
to play right away, for the inevitable 3-game stretch that we were seeing now, that guy would be ready to take over.
Oh, I agree with you
Somebody
on
had
there,
to be
but
signed after Rodgers went down. And they said, no, we're good.
Who was there? No one
Thanks, but
seems to
no
want it. The only one guy is Wentz wants to come and join us.
Bring him in. Who
Yeah,
gives a shit?
I have no doubt. I'm going to take anybody at this point. I'd go to the Browns and see if McNow, Josh McNow would come out of retirement and be a quarterback at this point. This, you know, you can't do this to the team.
No, it's unfair.
Okay? And they know it.
It's unfair to everybody else.
United, this team they're coming out lethargic every time.
They know they don't have a chance to win, dude.
No.
They know.
Why
the
am I
back of their
playing
mind,
hard? Why am I playing hard?
You put up good film just so your film looks good, but you know you're not going to win the game. You know you're not winning. This is just
it's bad. It's very bad. This is
not. You know what the worst thing is?
Worse than Gase.
It's worse than Gase because it's not even fun to watch.
No.
Like Sunday, like I'm not looking forward to Sunday. I am looking forward to Sunday because all day long we can watch football. It doesn't include the Jets, so you can enjoy the 1 o'clock games, the 4 o'clock games. Then at 8:30 we torture ourselves. But it's not fun to be a Jet fan right now at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It is. This is actually right. It's almost hopeless. You almost feel like you have no direction right now.
I don't anticipate this team winning another game this season.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I don't. You tell me what you tell me what game they win.
If they don't beat the Broncos, we're in deep trouble. We are in deep trouble, dude.
Peyton's gonna be ready for that one though.
Yeah, but dude, they don't beat the Broncos. What game?
Okay, they put up points.
Yep.
They put up
the
points.
Giants, maybe.
They put up points.
The Jets go like 4-13 this year. Could you imagine?
And
try about 3 and
everybody will be
14
back next year too.
My liver's gonna be dead.
Okay,
my liver's almost dead as it is.
Yeah, my livers might be going. This is just.
And then not to go too far ahead, but you would be coming back next year in theory with a win now team if Rodgers is back. With how many quarterbacks staring you in the face in the draft? What do you do?
I'm taking one of them. I don't give a shit. You have to. You got to take a quarterback.
You're a win now team, and you're going to play a guy that's going to sit on the fucking
I don't
bench
give a rat's ass.
this year.
I don't care.
Is he got one more year? Oh yeah, he's got one more year.
Yep. I'm taking a quarterback. I don't care.
No.
You cannot
If
convince me
you're
otherwise.
picking top 10, you have a chance to get a true impact player, whatever our biggest
taking a
hole is at the
quarterback.
time. You're a win
You got
now
your number
team
one
next
pick
year.
back.
You're taking a quarterback?
Yep.
You got your number one pick back. Hey,
Taking a quarterback.
maybe mid-season his Achilles goes.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do like other teams do. We're gonna take a quarterback. And he's not gonna be rushed to play. He can sit back and watch Rodgers.
Yeah.
Just learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's root for an Achilles pop or something like that, and this kid's out for a whole
Sit
year.
back and watch.
That's
Look
it.
at wait, hold on. You're worried about that? Look at this year's draft class. None of these motherfuckers are playing.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god.
There's no sign of anything they can do. Okay?
McDonald's playing special teams. Titman's finally playing. Izzy's inactive every week.
And wait, hold on. I see a good comment. Jets can't develop quarterbacks. So we're going to draft a quarterback for Saleh and Hackett, whoever's still here. They get fired in a year or two. That quarterback's going to learn a new system. Where have I heard that shit before?
I'm drafting a quarterback. I'm here for it. 100%. I'm 100% here for that.
I'm telling you, if this kid gets hurt this game and Boyle comes in and moves the offense,
he will. Because every other quarterback
let him explain that. Let him explain how did that happen.
Look at how much they struggled last year benching and they had Mike White there.
Okay. Two offensive coordinators, same thing.
Yep.
Other guys come in, all of a sudden, guys are wide open. They're 300 yards here, 300 yards there.
Maybe that thing's going to happen. You just need a competent
You
quarterback.
tell me then what the problem? Zach gives you the best chance to win.
Nope.
What, win the last place trophy?
It's embarrassing.
One drive. There's only one drive that I want to see Zach do, and that's to drive out of the facility and go home to Utah. Okay, that's the only drive I want to see of him. Okay.
That's outstanding.
Okay, enough with this. Enough with this. We're not stupid people. The arrogance to even say that to fans who know better than that.
Yep.
Okay. The fact that the fear from some of these beat writers who just don't put it on the line. They're soft to him.
Yep. No, they went at him. They went at him today pretty good.
They need to go after him, real guy. What are you seeing that we're not seeing?
Yep.
Because what we're seeing is a kid that won't throw, and for that kid to go tell. What do you tell the fans? Tell them that we're going to make this right. We're going to make this right. Yeah, you tell me.
Somebody at some point this week needs to ask a question that's pointed towards like, what kind of influence does Joe Douglas have on the backup quarterback position? Yep. Have you talked with him about signing somebody else who ultimately makes that final decision? Like at some point, Douglas has to be a little bit more involved in the discussion with some of these questions.
The next question is they lose to Kansas City big.
They're supposed to.
Then if his performance was bad, then how does he give you the best chance to win? How do you put yourself in this situation?
Yeah, but see, they already have this loss penciled in. Like, well, it's the Chiefs, man. Like the defending champs. They're this, they're that. One of the best teams in football. We're still fixing up our line, getting back in sync. We're still learning the offense. They already had their excuses written for this one. You can say, well, that's one of the best quarterbacks in football. That's a great defense. They already have their excuses written up for this one.
Yep.
They do. That's gonna be loud. Now they lose to the Broncos. Shit gets real because, like, dude, the Broncos suck. So if we lose to them, then you got to explain.
Blame it to the altitude of Denver.
Because there's not gonna be one Jet fan that's gonna be mad when they get blown out. So next we all expect it, right? It spreads 10. We all expect the blowout. So if they get blown out, well, that's what we thought was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Nobody, just right. We're not gonna be like we'll be mad, but like we're not gonna be surprised. Like
I expect them to lose by at least like 24 points.
Like yesterday surprised me.
You're being good. You're being nice.
Yeah.
You're being nice.
It'll probably be worse.
That team's going to be on that defense is going to be on that field for about 45 minutes, at least. Be too many 3 and outs.
Or they'll have their 1 or 2 busted coverages a game for a touchdown.
I doubt it.
This is the kind of game that I could see Salah kicking a field goal down like 48-3 at the very end.
Yeah, 60-yarder.
Yep.
Yep.
And playing for it too, like playing for the field goal too, like
Yep.
Yeah, and doing this when we get it.
Yeah, throwing like a quick slant for like 8 yards to get in field goal range. Like, oh yeah. No, he'll do it before a halftime, dude. It'd be like 35-3 at halftime.
Yep.
Wide open guys, and he can't hit them.
So
they have to be wide open for like 20 minutes.
What's your record prediction?
Right there, because I'm dyslexic. It's 3-14.
Oof, man,
that's it. No, you tell me how you're going to win. Who are you going to beat?
I can't.
To be honest with you, who are you going to win based on what's happening?
I can't.
Okay, because I tell you, New England didn't impress me.
Nope.
Okay. There was time. This kid had time with that defense.
Here's a question for you.
And he chose not to.
Here's the question. Just to figure out what games are going to win. In what game, this is a serious question for both of you. I'm a very, very serious man. In what game will the Jets have a better quarterback the rest of the year?
None. Zach's the worst quarterback in football right now.
Right? There's not one matchup on when you go into that week and be like, we have the better quarterback. There's not one the rest of the year that we have that. None. No.
Okay. Even Shane Falco is better than this kid. And he's
a legend.
Legend's better than him.
20 beers in down there. He's fine.
This kid is actually statistically the worst football quarterback ever.
Over the last decade, I think there was only one other quarterback that was worse than him. I saw some chart that was posted earlier.
I don't think there was one. I think he is the worst quarterback.
I think he is.
Okay.
There was one. I got to find the chart now.
You can look all you want. As far as I'm concerned, he's the worst quarterback in this league.
He's bringing me back.
He's not an NFL quarterback.
Nope.
He's had his chances. Third year, and nothing's changed.
All right. So this is the tweet. Zach is the second worst quarterback, only behind Josh Rosen in the past decade, and it's not even close between him and the third worst, which is DeShone Kizer and Dwayne Haskins.
My guy, DeShone Kizer. Love that guy. Love that guy.
That's according to this football metrics chart.
I bring him. What's his face? Cone. I bring the kid from Notre Dame. Bring him in for a workout tryout. What the hell? Why not? Can't be any worse than
what we do open tryouts. Do open tryouts.
You know what they should do?
Open up the field for the day. Have some fans come in. Have some veteran quarterbacks come in. Everybody swings it around.
Have a barbecue. Feed the guys.
Fuck it. Bring Hackenberg back. He's down there. He's down in New Jersey. He's coaching. Isn't
my guy?
Let's do this.
Got the jersey already.
It's that bad. It's that bad. This is what we've.
You can do what you can do is you can do the punt, pass, and kick at halftime of the game, and the winner of that quarterback second half.
Yeah, let me say we get a high school kid could come in and probably do better than this.
I can't believe we're here. It's September 25th. We're having these conversations.
I know.
September. We're not even October yet. We didn't even get to like our Halloween jokes. We're fucking still in September.
Wide open, guys. This is what he can't see that. He just can't see that.
Nope. Or he's too scared to get rid of it.
Huh? I hate this. No, I don't think he can see it. I don't think he's looking for that wide open guy. The guy who's
we got to do
on a lawn chair waiting for the ball to get to him.
We got to give him all neon gloves, neon jerseys. Like the Jets' next uniform should be like these bright neon jerseys, so Zach can actually see the guys running out.
They need to put
it's very simple.
light on the helmet.
You just came up with the perfect solution, Tyson. All the wristbands that they handed out for the opener, put them on the players. That way, Zach can see when somebody's blinking. Oh shit, that guy's open downfield.
Yeah, no,
I actually stand out.
Put a beacon light on the receiver's head, and then have the offensive coordinator press the button to which receiver he should throw it.
That's it. See the Jets. Okay. You're welcome, Jets. You're welcome. I know to watch the show. You're welcome.
That's it. Just put a light on. Oh, there's the light. Throw it to him.
You're welcome for the tips we're giving you right now. We just changed the game.
It's gotten that bad.
Oh my God.
I'm a broken man.
Bro, I'm broken too. I just can't do this shit anymore. I'm just so fed up with it. And it's like the minute you start to calm down, I probably calmed down around like 2:30, just in time for the 3:30 press conference. And I'm like, you son of a bitch, are you serious? And that was it. Then I was back to
the press conference today broke me.
Yeah.
It just
we gotta bring bingo cards back now. Oh
no, we need cooking on the show. We need something to.
Well, prime time's at the game this weekend, so it's gonna be probably me. I'll see what Romeo's doing.
Yeah,
so that's gonna be. If we do bingo cards, I'm not gonna make it till halftime. I'll be bombed.
I might be home by halftime. Seriously. Well, yeah, we're 28-3 going into halftime.
This is what we're back to. We're already back to this shit now. We're back to the Titanic stream bingo cards. Can you imagine prime time? We're gonna go through this again another year of this shit.
Yep.
Tankathon.
Look at now we want cooking with prime time. Oh my God!
This is
shotguns and cooking.
I'm telling you, this is sad. It's sad.
This is what we're at. I guess this is where we're
the best chance to win. He was to say he's the best player. Then he held his breath. He said he gives us the best chance to win.
Yeah, you've done some really bad shit if you get Afra mad at you. Probably the most positive guy I know. So
I can only be so positive at some point. At some point, I got to see something out of this. 3 years I've given him. Okay, he's shown absolute. He's been one thing I could give to him. He's been consistent.
Bad.
Yeah.
He does the same mistakes all the time. He says the same shit all the time. He's going to look at the tape. You know what he needs? Painter's tape, because he's going to learn to paint and watch paint dry, because that's all he's got left. Okay. This kid is horrendous. Okay.
Ephraim, good talking to my friend.
Shine the light.
Man.
It's the only thing I like. Only thing good is that light. Did you get your light?
I'm mailing him out to Kevin and Tyrone tomorrow.
Okay.
I have it. Thank you, man. Right there.
No problem. It's my pleasure.
I actually have it behind me over my right shoulder. It's up on the thing. It's not lit up though.
That's okay. That's why I said they should put that on the helmet and just let Talk Jets. Throw it right down.
We have a special guest at some point this season, bro. I'm telling David, I promise you. You know how we roll in this show. We are another couple bad losses away from all kinds of special interviews and guests on this team.
I think it makes sense for Jets Broncos week with Sean Payton and.
We're good. If we're going to act like
the plane to ride over the one jet drive, cut Zach.
That's all Jay.
If we're gonna go back to if we're gonna act like a Gase team, we'll go back to the Gase streams. We'll go back to all our old tricks. We have a choice.
Why not? You're not giving us anything.
Yep. It's you know how we roll. You guys all know how this is what's gonna happen. We go down this. The Jets are gonna be like, these fucking guys again doing this shit.
They're too fucking bad. How's that? Kiss my ass. Remember that one?
Because I know they hate us. Like there's certain things they don't like about us, but we've been on our best behavior for about a year. Mine was a year and a half now. We haven't been that
you're
bad.
Giving them, you give them a chance.
They're gonna be like, these sons of bitches are back at this again. We have no choice.
We're back.
We're entertainers. Have a good night, man.
You too. Be well, guys.
Good night.
You know your team's fucked up when you got Afram that mad.
Yep. And you got Joe Namath that mad too.
Yep. Joe Namath, Afram. And then you got us talking about, if we go back.
Tiki walking out of the studio.
Tiki walking out of the studio because Joe Benigno ripped him to shreds. That was a great point, though. He's like, you were the analyst for the Commanders game. You didn't watch the Jet game. Obviously, Tiki probably watched it afterwards, but.
Yeah, but he's not analyzing it, though. He's not breaking down each play. Like, come on.
It's funny, though. Everybody's just.
He hates the Jets. He loves this shit.
Looks like we're not getting equitable shake with their. No, we're not. No sponsorships. It's just bad. Everything's bad all the way around here. Do a couple more questions. Yeah, listen, man. You guys know how our stream rolls. If we go down to these, it's going to be so bad. Now, so the question is, who would be the special guest? Would it be me or you? Because I can answer every question. No problem.
I was going to say, you might do a better solid than me.
Yeah, I know all the answers.
His answers are so predictable, though. I mean, you just have to go on Instagram, look up a couple quotes, a couple inspirational speeches, and then just give the same other cliches that we've heard from every other coach.
I could do it in my sleep.
Got to watch the tape, and
I could do it in my sleep, dude. I've watched too many press conferences now because now I had that anger inside of me where I'm like, I want to just make sure I know everything he's saying. Yeah. So now I can nail everyone. There wouldn't be a problem at all. Could you imagine that? Can you imagine being in the Jets office, be like, do you hear what they're gonna do? They can just know it's gonna be like I think as long as we don't do the owner, I think we'll be all right. The coach should be all right.
Yeah, we should be okay with that.
Primetime should do the Douglas presser. Yeah.
It's an interesting idea.
No, we got this, man. I'll be working on this. I assure you. It's already in there. I actually messaged Joe Benigno. He didn't respond back to me. I can call him again. I'm sure he's getting all kinds of requests. All right, prime time. We want to do our cleanup hitter.
Yep.
Somehow we had 2 hours tonight. I don't know how the hell that happened. Do I think Woody Johnson likes Bub's content? I think he does. Bubs does a good job, man.
No, he does.
Yeah, Bubs does a really good job. A lot of really good content creators out there, man. We're just, trying to get along with everybody. We're friendly.
Most of the time.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, tomorrow morning on Jet Central, we launched. We did a stream today, an hour stream. And this is the best thing is I've known Ian, I don't know, a couple of years now. This is the first time prime time he's legit pissed. Like he was messaging me yesterday. Like he's legit, like he went off the rails yesterday. Like he was pissed yesterday. Like he was literally like, this team is getting to him now. Like you can see like bags in his eyes a little bit. He has like that frustrated face. And even in the middle of talking, you see him, he's like he's grabbing his head shit.
They're breaking everyone, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't even do my video while I was driving. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to be smart here. I waited till I got home because I was so pissed. I was going to try doing that while I was driving.
Yeah, so
they're breaking us.
It'll be uploaded tomorrow on his channel. Me and him did an hour, and I don't curse on that one. So I had to be creative with my words. All right, prime time. Did the Seahawks win yesterday?
They did.
Gino
really? Was on fire in the second half.
Was he?
Yep.
Who'd they beat?
Carolina, I think. Yeah, Carolina. Because Dalton was playing.
That's right, because what's-his-face got hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. When we do this, I'm going to have all the tricks. I'm going to have the cliches. I'm going to have the all gas, no brake shirt.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to buy all the
it's not even the end of September.
I have all these. I have all the wristbands already. I have my own that I have. I'll have the wristbands. I'll have the all gas, no brake. And I had the one thing he always does too, in his press conference, he's always like, he's always doing the little. I got that down.
He talks a lot with his hands too.
Shit.
Usually, all right. He's trying to like talk his way out of something stupid. That's when you see.
And then you got to do the knock on wood. Yep. Zach is gonna be his injury report. Zach questionable. Bro, I got it. This is the warning to the Jets. They better start winning, dude. Because don't make us go down this path.
Are you gonna do it while running stairs? That's a good question.
I can do that. I run every day anyway. I'll do the stairs. I'll do the. You know what I'll do? What can I do that at? I can go to the. I can go to the high school around here. I'll get a friend to come with me and film me running the stairs. I'm preparing for our interview. I run anyway. I don't give a shit. Bro. All right. Let's wrap this shit up. What up, man?
Guy,
Yeah, should I say gentlemen?
Not
Don't you ever
gentlemen.
call us gentlemen.
All right. Here's a couple things. Bobs and Romeo made more adjustments during the stream than the entire Jets offense.
They did good, huh?
Fucking get it.
No shit. Who would have
They
known?
made more adjustments. Those two. They switched sides.
They did?
Oh, that's why we came back at the end then.
Bubs did a rally hat.
We had rally hats. They switched sides. I'm proud of them. That's awesome.
It was beautiful. But after the first offensive drive by the New York Jets, and you can see it because Romeo put it up. I put, God help us.
Romeo's clever. He does good shit.
Just God help us.
We
need
a
more
lot
to God
than
at this
that,
point.
Now,
we need football miracles. We need football gods. We need freak acts of nature.
now, why are we surprised that Zach is getting caught up? Before you answer that, let me pull out a receipt. His rookie year, they brought in his college quarterback.
Oh yeah, John Beck.
Yep.
And I came in on this podcast and went to tell him and
I remember.
Tyson over here tried to defend it.
Bro, okay. At that point, he was struggling. So I'm like, give him whatever you can to get this kid back on track because he wasn't playing well.
And they also had lost their quarterback coach in the offseason too. So you want to bring in somebody that can help out. Yeah, they lost Greg Knapp. So
and
he
actually
another voice that he could relate to. I didn't hate it at the time.
I was like, dude, it's just anything that would help him, man. We're desperate. We're desperate. We can't be held accountable.
No. The play that really pissed me off isn't when he just sat down.
Oh, that play.
That was a ghost sack.
Because he was going to get...
He was tired.
No, he had just gotten hit. He was about to scramble. But then he's like, fuck it,
yeah, he's just like, fuck it, I'm tired, man. I'm tired of shit. Take this play off.
No, fuck it. If I run, I'm gonna get hit anyway. The play that pissed me off was like a bootleg, and he dropped back, and then he just fucking falls on the ground twice. I'm like, what the fuck? And you guys know my mother. My lovely mother.
Yep.
Checks on me. So unfortunately, for her, every time she checked on me, it was after a run play.
Oh.
And the worst thing is, they're showing the replay of the Hail Mary, and my mom walks in and says, what happened? He could have gone there. I'm like, yes.
I couldn't even care at that point if he did.
No, I didn't care.
You win the game, great. Then they all get to pat themselves on the back and praise Zach for another how many weeks. You know, the kid persevere. Like I didn't need to hear that shit.
It would have been deodorant over a really bad game on offense.
Yeah.
So, guys.
Yes.
Look out for Wednesday. Because me and Luke are going to talk Jets. And after Wednesday, I might not have a channel because the Jets might hate me.
What are you planning?
Luke, what are you doing?
I'm taking a page out of your playbook.
Come on, man.
You copying us?
Hey.
We have copyrights on certain
copyrights on
things.
all the interviews.
Well,
Yeah, we shouldn't have probably told people what we're gonna do because now people are gonna be doing it themselves.
yes. I'll think of something. But
What was it? What was it? 40%? I'll be wearing a 40% shirt.
No, 60%.
60%, yeah.
So
The Jets are gonna be like,
PT,
What's up?
I have a question for you.
I might have an answer.
Sunday, is Aaron Rodgers going to be on the sideline, or is he gonna be in a
be hanging out with Taylor Swift?
Yeah, exactly. In a suite.
He's active on the sideline.
That would be the ultimate kick in the ass. He'd be hanging out in the Chiefs booth or the suite with Taylor Swift and the family.
Can you imagine?
But Jesus Christ.
And Travis Kelce's
Yep.
family. Jesus Christ. When you piss
Things
off
never change,
Afro,
man.
you know you did something wrong.
Yeah, when you break Afram like that, that's about the angriest we've seen Afram in a couple of years.
I'm gonna need to go back and clip when he popped up. Because that looked like the Undertaker. Kevin, PT, did it not look like the Undertaker?
A little bit. Did.
Yeah.
I thought he was sleeping at first.
I'm
Yeah, he
gonna
was.
need
He was like,
Romeo
oh, way
to
back.
put,
What's he doing?
Shout out to Romeo. Shout out to Boats for doing a great job. We missed you guys, though.
We missed you guys too, man. I missed the chat while I was sitting in the bar
Because
ripping down beers.
some people were coming in the chat and they saw Romeo and Rose and they typed, who are these guys? Like,
It was a surprise. I didn't want to tell anybody.
I know.
So what does it say?
I know.
If we print up more shirts, we can make a bingo card design.
Oh, Romeo had a good quote near the end of the stream that you can put on a shirt. I can't remember exactly what it was.
Could have been that good.
I got drunk after the game. I'm not gonna lie, I got drunk after the game.
I don't blame
the
you.
only one.
Because I knew the Seahawks were gonna beat the Panthers. Did I say that out loud? Oh, wow.
Gino looked good for you guys, man.
Yes.
Wish we had a
You
quarterback.
really
like that.
did. You really
All right,
did.
Jose. I gotta go eat dinner. I'm starving.
All right, guys. Love you guys.
Love you too, man.
Love you too, man. Be good.
Look out for my
Wednesday.
Yes, Wednesday.
Later, dude.
Talk to you guys later. Love you.
Love you, man. So now this is where we're going down this path, prime time.
Do it. Do it.
Make it, Elmo. If you make it, just tweet it to me or direct message to me. I'll post it. I don't care. If we want to do this, we're just gonna all. I mean, what else are we gonna do Sunday night other than crack jokes and drink? I mean, there's nothing else you can really do for this game, right?
Yeah. Throw Taylor Swift on there.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers' Achilles on there.
How is it my fault? Yeah, it's true.
That
He,
is true.
I assure you, Legend will be on the stream on Sunday. 100% he's on because he's pissed. He wants he's in his contract. He's not getting enough time right now. So
Let him go off.
movie trivia. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for watching all the videos. Tomorrow night we'll do more calls, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Cool. See you guys later.